we walk these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
What's up, everybody? 1 p.m. on the dial. Perfect timing here as we made it to another week. And I hope you're ready for a hype one. Last week, many were saying the reviews of last week were not great. I'll say that. I was looking at the reviews, and they were not great in the papers last week. But this week, it shall be a great week. I promise. If you build it, they will come. But I hope everyone's doing well out there today. As for the drip, thanks for worrying about the drip. We're almost past the drip, but now we're like at the part of the drip where like I'm not dripping, but like I'm a little tired still, but I can't tell if it's normal tired or the sickness is running out. So you gotta, at some point, you just gotta pretend it's gone. And I think that's the key, but I'm not ready to let go. I'm not ready to let go yet. I still want to get extra sleep sometimes because I'm sick. But I gotta let it go. I think I'm fine. But I'm just holding on. Chew, I can't do that. I'm sick. If I could tell you how many times this weekend I said, my body is broken. Like in The Lord of the Rings. She loved it. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. First, I want to get to this. So I didn't see any of the marathon. We talked about that being said. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. But I did find this clip someone sent, and it's from Battletoads. And, you know, we all know this part of Battletoads if you ever played it, right? It's the part where you're in the fucking thing, and you got to go up and down and avoid the things, and it's annoying, but if you do it a few times, you can get it. So I was like, all right, let's see how DSP handled this part, how far he could go, right? And he handles this section exactly as the DSP would expect, complete with excuses. So let's watch this. I've already skipped past the middle. He's at about halfway through. Here we go.
60 rounds. Appreciate that. I didn't miss earlier donos. There's a bunch of trolls and shit, and I'm not reading.
Okay, go ahead.
So, okay.
So watch this.
God damn it! That's exactly what hit me last time too.
That's fair. That happens. You know, he's at a safe spot, so it's fine. This is where it gets hard. It's near the end. You got to make the tight turns now.
I mean, I did it right. I don't even understand. I'm gonna create a suspend point. It's stupid. I did it right.
I did it right. Imagine thinking that. I did it right, huh? I did it right.
I'm doing it right. And they're saying that I'm getting hit. I think it's
What? What are you gonna go? He's going to the Rolodex of excuses. He was gonna say rollback, but then let's see what he goes for.
It's actually delayed.
Oh, delayed! It's delayed. Okay, it's delayed. Okay, it's delayed. Let's see. Attempt number 3. Come on. Lock in. I think he does it now. Oh! Did you do that one correctly? Save's coming. All right, anyways, we don't need to keep watching this, but there you go. He said the exact thing, as you can see. I did everything correct. It's not my fault. He's having fun with, Twitter's having fun with DSP still to this day. Apogee Entertainment said, someone get this man Duke Nukem 64. So the tweet will not die. His GoldenEye exploits will not finish. Will not run out of steam anytime soon, it appears. So shout outs to them for saying that. We did not play this on That Being Said, but I should have. Here is Nerd Brew's edit of this part.
This game features an auto lock-on system, so you'll only need to aim in certain scenarios. Press C to shoot. You won't get away from me. Press C to shoot.
Play this.
Taking damage. Press C to shoot.
What is going on?
Press C to shoot. It's a button on the back of the controller.
How do I start my gun?
Press C to shoot. It's a button on the back of the controller. For the love of God.
What the fuck?
Press C to shoot. Press the fucking Z.
Amazing. Good job, Nerd Brew, for that one. Big ups to Vikes as Sabres lead the Atlantic. You get it, eat it. Sabres did beat the Penguins last week. But Penguins are going to make the playoffs, same as the Sabres. Sabres have been in hell for a lot longer than Penguins, though, so enjoy it while you can. Wawa 900 says, 13 seconds into the Retrothon, DW, watch Phil's arms. 13 seconds into the Retrothon. 13 seconds into the Retrothon? 13 seconds into the Retrothon has been called for by Wawa. Let's see. Baby Wawa.
To the Retrothon here on DSP
Here we
Gaming.
go.
It is from
This part? This is 13 seconds in, Wawa. Baby Wawa. Daily Rap. Oh, Daily Rap. My bad. I'll give him a chance. DW. I didn't know what DW meant. I went with it. Okay. Retro games are back. Intro to the fun. Let's see. Where's the outdate? It's so easy to find stuff on here. Okay, here we go.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 6th of March, 2026. It was the Retrothon. Hence, the cool 8-bit.
Yeah, look at this. Hell yeah. There you go. As you can see, trolls everywhere cower in fear based on the arms. I'm looking at this. What's this extended DLC of hair right here? Do I have that? I don't, but he's got some. He's got like an extra layer of hair here on both sides. That's the back. I don't have that. Checking to make sure before I make fun of it. That's extra. Yeah, it's like a wrist rest. That's for the wrist rest. That's pretty cool. So it's a wrist rest bonus. It sucks up the oils. Okay. Big ups Wawa 900. You're a legend, though. That was worth it. As you can see, he has been working out feverishly, and trolls are scared. All right, but okay, let's get to the recap. We do have day stream, night stream, and some wings, by the way. Some interesting wings. That's why I use the wings trailer, by the way, because wings does talk about DSP at some length today. But let's do the day stream first, then we'll do wings, all right? So day stream starts like this. Go.
Now, before we get started, let's just get this out of the way.
Okay,
Ladies and
please.
gentlemen, today is daylight saving time. Saving time in the United States. Nobody knows and nobody cares. No exaggeration. There are something.
Nobody knows and nobody cares? I mean, there's a clear reason we do it.
Saving time in the United States. Nobody knows and nobody cares. No exaggeration. There are something like 19 different states in the United States that want to get rid of it. And we're all waiting on Congress to basically approve it. And it's been years and years, and our U.S. Congress hasn't done so. We're waiting. We actually voted for this to end years ago.
I mean, you could say you don't like it. That's fair, but I mean, we know what it's there for.
So stupid. So today, I am technically streaming an hour earlier.
Oh my God.
I'm streaming an hour earlier throughout the entirety of the spring, summer, and early fall. I believe the clocks change again in somewhere like October. So yeah, it's going to be weird for a few weeks here. What's going to end up happening is I know we're going to have...
Oh, by the way, I didn't even say. We saw Demon Slayer at the theater because Demon Slayer went back to the theater, and I saw it in the theater again. It's definitely good. It's definitely a good movie. I think Demon Slayer has that. What makes it interesting is not like normal movies that have beginning and end. The Demon Slayer movie starts like it's just going. It's that if you don't know what's going on, go fuck yourself. It's just boom, right? And that's what makes it kind of feel like an interesting. It's just the whole thing is just stuff going, right? And there's like 3 acts, basically. They're trying to take down the demons. If you don't know, I know you don't care. But it works because it just says, it assumes you know enough, and you're just going. Right when you start, you're off, right? It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Not the best movie of all time or anything, but you can see why it works. I did like that one part where Zenitsu does the move against his bro. That is very hype in the theater. You got to be in the theater for that. But okay, there's my review of Demon Slayer. It's cool if you know what's going on. If you don't, I mean, who cares?
People are going to be late. Happens every single time that we change these clocks. So in an hour, at around 12:35 p.m., people will start joining and saying, hey, Phil started early. Yeah, I did try to mention it on last week's streams. I put it on the schedule. I even did a special X and community post about it yesterday. It doesn't mean that people paid attention. It is what it is. Hopefully people will show up today. Good news is, my wife and I said, you know what? Let's go to sleep early. And we did. We went to sleep like an hour early.
Oh my God, what an idea.
Woke up this morning not feeling like jet lagged, which is essentially what happens. Your circadian rhythm
Jet lag for 1 hour?
Screwed up when you're forced to get up at a different time. So we actually
Jet lag for 1 hour?
woke up and felt fine because we went to sleep early, so it worked out. But I know some people will likely be late today, and that's okay. We'll still be doing the podcast. So
Jet lag for 1 hour?
it's not like they're going to miss out on gameplay or anything like that. Hopefully.
Jet lag for 1 hour. I've never heard of that. Pretty hype. Dominic in the house says Demon Slayer was good. However, Chainsaw Man mogs it. See, I don't know about Chainsaw Man. Chew has watched Chainsaw Man and is softly trying to get me into Chainsaw Man, as she is one to do. But I'm not committing to Chainsaw Man yet. Dominic, I'm not. but maybe someday.
For me, it was a fun day. I spent a lot of time with my wife. She tried a couple of games on PC, a couple of demos of like indie games that had come out. She tried this one.
Uh-oh.
It was called like something about packing or packing. It was like some new packing game. And basically the
Unpacking or packing?
game seems interesting, but the controls are like
Insane cope tweet from DSP dropped. Bull from Night Court says. What could we be coping about? Well, I don't even know what that could be. Yesterday he did hit the goal on both streams. What are we coping about? Bull from Night Court. On the ball as always. What could it be? Let's see. I'll show it to you now. It is 37 minutes ago. Ah, yes. Okay, Bull from Night Court. Lifetime contract shall be given out to you. It is real. Here it is. 37 minutes ago. Bull from Night Court nailed it. Someone says he's such an interesting whoa, hold on. Let me see where that is from. Okay. Okay. There's a few layers to this. I'm just going to bring it up this way. Hold on one second here. Okay, so there's a few layers to this. So let's get the full story here on WPIG 1651 here. So this is the real start of it. Okay, so totally positive content on Twitter, always posting good stuff. Post the following. It's 13 seconds long. Let's see what he says here first. This is step one.
someone tipped $2 as Asmongold watched your 007 gameplay and he thought it was funny. Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot. So did everybody else. Thanks for $2. Don't care.
Well, that's good. And then this person says, bring back Banjo, okay. Says he's such an interesting character. He hates anyone laughing at his expense. Yet he continues to put himself in this position where people can see that he is just comically bad at his job. He doesn't have fun with his deficiencies. He seethes. It's everybody's fault but his own. That's a very truthful statement there. No lies detected from this bring back Banjo guy. Then DSP responds, though, 37 minutes ago with this. Retweeting it, by the way, to make sure everyone sees it. Time and time again, I've explained my position and nobody listens. So let's try it again. Your opinions don't matter, and you are insignificant no matter how many memes you make. I'm successful despite you. It doesn't affect me, so do what you want. Okay, that's not really responding to what he said in any way, sir. What the fuck is that from? What? What the fuck does that mean? Okay. All right, so then DSP wrote back. Let's see what he said. Let's see DSP from here. Let's see how the responses are going here. Let's see the responses. For someone who isn't affected, you sure look affected. I agree. Responding to this shows how much it affects you. You seem to respond a lot to all these opinions that don't matter to you. Why are you crashing out at a random account at 9 a.m.? Did Cat or Jasper wake you up at 5 earlier? Hitting the bottle early? I know you don't have much self-control, but you can wait to do this on stream in 2 hours, little bro. Good one. Why do you always defend yourself when people make fun of you if their opinion doesn't matter and you don't care? Right now, if the responses are 100 out of 100 making fun of him. They're just on the ball, everybody. Why do you always have to defend yourself when people make fun of you if their opinion doesn't matter and you don't care? Our opinions don't affect you, yet you took time out of your day to respond to it. Toecat Boots. He's malding. Okay. Moving on, but that was very funny. So yes, he definitely, again, taking the risky strategy of trying not to show how little you care by talking about it endlessly and deliberately responding to it. You know what I mean? But all right.
Confusing because there's like 4 buttons to rotate an item before you pack it in a box, and it's just you get confused. You hit the wrong.
Oh my God! It was unpacking was confusing. Unpacking is confusing. Is that the game we're talking about?
Confusing because the game seems interesting.
Yeah.
But the controls are like confusing because there's like 4 buttons to rotate an item before you pack it in a box, and it's just you get confused. You hit the wrong button. And
oh, by the way, thank you for saying that, Beamer. He was not tagged in any of those. I mean, unless someone did it in the comments, which sometimes can happen. But DSP, again, his internet, you know, his algorithm is so fucking DSP coded. It's got to be all over the place, worse than any of ours. So he sees everything that gets any traction, and of course he has to respond to it. but he doesn't care.
Lose your way, you lose your configuration. She played it for like a half an hour. She got frustrated. I was like, I don't blame you. This probably would drive me nuts too.
Frustrated with unpacking.
But I think that those packing games,
Yeah.
like packing things into boxes, they're pretty popular, aren't they? Isn't it like a genre that exploded in the last few years? So apparently the games do well. I've never played any of those though, so I never got into it. But hey, if it floats your boat, for me probably not. But it looked interesting. It's definitely unique, that's for sure.
I think it means
had some
Packing
food
Life on
choke-
Steam. Oh, Packing Life. So it's the reverse. First you do Packing Life and then Unpacking Life. I thought Unpacking was pretty chill, but it's like wasn't worth like a full game, you know? Oh, Packing Life. There you go. It's getting mixed reviews. Anyways, it was too complicated for Catherine.
Times, grocery shopping, etc. Nothing too crazy. It was just a regular day off for us. FYI, coming up later this month, it's not set in stone yet. I do have to take some time away from stream. Why?
Why?
Some things have started to creep and back up on me and stack up, and I gotta take care of them.
What does that mean?
We're talking appointments. We're talking kind of just busy work nonsense behind the scenes. We're talking my taxes that I got to do every year. So what I'm going to try to do is space it out so it's not like an abundance of time within a short period of time.
Oh.
Rather than, say, missing multiple streams in a week, I'll try to space it out so it will not affect this week. But I'm thinking that next week, which will be, the third week of March, I probably got to take some time away. Maybe I'll have a whole day off. I don't know yet.
Ooh.
There may be a couple nights off that I have to take by the end.
Please do it on the 18th or 19th. That's when Death Stranding 2 comes out on PC. By the way, I will get back to kick streaming this week for sure. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back at it. We got 100% it.
The month, but basically there are going to be some missed days and or streams in March for me to be doing all this behind the scenes stuff and get it over with.
Okay.
Since it's not set in stone yet, let's not worry too much about it, but we'll talk about it more as it approaches and I actually get the days locked in so you know what days I'm not here.
Who cares? Okay, big news there. Huge news. Let me tell Keemstar about that one.
Would like feedback directly from you guys today. What do you think? Hold on one second, everyone, because I have a clock on the other side of my studio here, and it's off by an hour. I have to set it because it's bothering me, and then I'll come back and get your feedback. Give me 1 second.
Hang on, guys. Be right back. What the fuck? In the studio. Gotta do it now, guys. Hang on. We'll get back in a second. Hang on. Sweater into sweatpants. Oh, yeah. Look at this drip. You were jealous of this drip. This goes so hard at the bingo halls. People go crazy for this.
Here's some feedback.
Okay, no feedback. At the bingo hall, that's very hot. NW News says, Cat's playing Runaway from Home Simulator. I wonder if the buttons are too complicated. Mr. The Dude said, I woke up this morning to some good news. I got blocked by DSP. I wanted to share this on Discord, but Discord is down, unfortunately. Let's fucking go. Big ups, Mr. The Dude. I wonder what you did. I remember I was blocked just because, like, I never interacted with DSP on Twitter before, but, you know, one day I was blocked because who knows? I'm sure he has, like, if you're following someone, I wonder if he just goes through, like, the recommendeds. His recommended follows are all instant blocks, you know, because he knows all of his recommended are detractor stuff because how much detractor stuff he reads. So everything Twitter recommends for him is a recommended block. That's pretty good. Big ups, Gorillasaur. Good name, Gorillasaur. I've been kind of stupidly into the. I've been watching Apathetic Facts rundowns of the Amberlin stuff on the lolcow bus thing. It's dumb though. It's just like Jerry Springer. It really is. It's so dumb. It's like, why am I watching this? But yet I watch. Anyways, this is for you. Petchy in the house says he's going to the vet to hear the dogs partying in the other room again while he gets scammed, probably. The Chihuahuas? I love the Chihuahuas. The Chihuahuas partying over there.
Pokemon Enthusiastic says if you want the marathons to go better, play more games and less breaks.
Yeah.
There was not
Agreed.
a lot of breaks during the marathon. Here's what happened, okay?
Okay,
There
go
was
ahead.
a break because my wife and I always go on a break. We go on a little walk or whatever in the afternoons. We go around the
Yes.
neighborhood. We actually go feed the local animals, okay? So
That's doctor's orders, so you got to do that one.
we had that one break.
I mean, you could do that any time in the day, right? That seems like a good morning activity. This is clearly doctor related. Like, that's not a question in my mind. Why he has to be at this certain time. I guarantee that the doctor probably said it's a good idea to go at 4 p.m. or something, and then that's what they do. And just to feed the fucking animals? I mean, come on, man. They can live a day. They've lived millions of years without his feeding them. But now they probably won't, by the way. That's the sad part. If he takes a day off, there's going to be like 1,000 dead animals out there.
In the afternoons, we go around the neighborhood. We actually go feed the local animals, okay? So we had that one break. I think there was one break I had to pee.
Oh, interesting.
I had to go get the food when the food arrived, right? Like, there were not frequent breaks. If I was sitting here from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m., yeah, maybe there was 4 breaks. Now, one of them was long. Like, one break. If you have an issue with that, you have attention deficit disorder.
I think so, yes.
A human has the right to take a break during, like, a 12-hour event.
Yeah, and viewers have the right to not watch when the person they are watching takes a long as shit break. It's pretty simple.
Right, and, sorry, as I get older, I'm going to take breaks and pace myself. If you don't like that, then
Yeah.
you're probably in the wrong place.
He's aging gracefully, dumb shit.
Okay.
You're probably in the wrong place. If you don't understand, you're watching an elderly streamer. You're in the wrong place, okay?
Roy just did a $2 super chat and says Hamilton watches from Resident Evil 9 are worth over $5,000 now. Well, I don't remember what the actual original price tag was.
Oh, of course.
But that is pretty silly. Again,
Why?
It seems like in the modern day, any collectible now is worth way too much.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of like the early 90s. So in the early 90s,
Oh, God. Oh, here we're going back in time. It's gonna take you back to the past.
every single thing was a collectible that was worth money, right? Comic books were overpriced and overvalued. You had little freaking Wishnik trolls that were overvalued, that were collectibles. Everything was a collectible at the time. And it seems like
I don't think were the trolls like expensive? Because we all know the trolls. But was that a really collectible you could sell for a lot of money? I don't remember that, but that was before my time. I don't remember them being sold, but I was at an age where I wouldn't even think about that.
history repeats itself. Now
I remember like Beanie Babies. That was the one where people sold like they were trying to get their college paid for by like investing in Beanie Babies. But I don't think trolls were like that at all, right? Okay, yeah. See, both are agreeing with me.
No, everything was a collectible at the time, and it seems like that. History repeats itself. Now we're in this era where every single thing is worth a ton of money, right? The stupid pack of cards. You know what I saw? I saw the stupidest thing when I was in the store yesterday.
Here we
So I'm
go.
at the grocery store. I'm in the checkout line of the grocery store, right?
Just finding things to maul over, by the way. I'm looking over the place, just looking for things to piss me off.
And I see a
Counting all the Asians. All I see is Asian people, by the way. Yeah, go
You
ahead.
know how those things hanging to just, oh, look, it's like a impulse buy on the way out in the checkout
Yes,
line.
yes.
And I'm looking at them like, what is that? Because usually they have things like batteries or, stuff like that.
Yeah?
And it looks like it's a pack. I pick it up. It's a Pokemon cards.
Huh?
And I'm looking at, what is this? It's called a REECap. Power
Yeah?
up charge or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's Pokemon cards. They're loose. They're not in
Exactly.
the original packaging. Someone had already opened the pack, went through the cards, and repacked the Pokemon cards into a translucent sleeve.
Yes.
And I'm reading it, and it's like, this is a Pokemon card charge pack. 15 cards for
Yes.
$6.
It's one of the most consumer-friendly things that you can do. Of course, collectors know they're repacks because they're not special like DSP, so they're never going to buy those. It's for a very cheap way for kids to get Pokemon cards when they bitch and say they want Pokemon cards. It's an amazing system. You want to throw it away? Go to another landfill with those cards that nobody wants?
And it says right on it, this is not officially from the company. This
Exactly.
is someone who, basically, they already went through the cards and they're reselling them. And I'm like, So there's no good cards here. Like
Yes.
if someone already opened all the packs, you know they took the good cards out that would have been valuable. They're selling the purposefully common bad cards
Yes.
in a pack of 15 cards for $6, but these cards are worthless.
For you, because you want everything to have a value. What about the kids that don't even know how the game works, by the way, and just play with the cards like they're battling real? That's how most kids play Pokemon, by the way. Is just collect, and they don't know how the fucking game works. Some of them do, I know. But, a lot of them just get the cards. Cool, they got fucking cards.
I couldn't even believe it exists. Like, repacks?
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck would... You don't even get the original packaging, so you have a 0 chance of getting something good.
Yes.
But that's what I mean. Like, today, it seems like any collectible is being sold for insane amounts of money. So, I'm not shocked to hear that they're reselling the insanely overexpensive Resident Evil 9 watch for $5,000. That it actually is par for the course, in my opinion, for today. Seems like everyone has a bunch of money to blow. Even though everyone claims we're all poor, inflation's too high, everything's too expensive. And it's like, hey, you want to spend $2,500 on a Resident Evil 9 watch? Oh, yeah, where do I sign up? Where's the pre-order for that? Oh, they're already sold out. What do you mean they're sold out? Well, I'll pay double. I'll pay $5,000 for it then.
Okay.
I thought you're poor. I thought we have no money. I thought that everything's too expensive. Well, it's Resident Evil. I got to get it.
Okay. Says the biggest consumer on Earth, by the way. It's funny coming from him. Yeah. $100 for a 4-second GIF. I'll give it to you now in W News. Here you go. There you go. People say they don't have money, but look. People pay $100 for this. Look at this. Awesome cricket pitch. It's awesome. The circle. Green Pie says, DSP has wage quit marathons. Any thoughts on that? I'll tell you after we get there. I believe that's in here, right? It should be in here. Because I saw that on Twitter, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm catching up. This is my first time hearing any of this shit today. So, as usual, Monday's my catch-up day.
All right. Thank you, guys, for the early support. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Today, if you are enjoying my content, I would ask if you could engage and support it. That would be very nice because it keeps me going and allows me to continue to be as successful as I've been. If you're live on stream right now, if you could give that stream a like, I would appreciate that. If you're watching this podcast on demand and you're enjoying it so far, if you could also give it a like and leave some comment, the higher chance that you get recommended on YouTube. So if you could do that for me, I would be very thankful. Now, if you're watching live as well, you can support the content in various ways, depending on where you're watching. If you're on the YouTube side, you can send a super chat like several people just did. Or you can become a member of the channel if you're not. Or you can give some memberships to the community. That allows people to get access to all of my emotes. They get a cool chat.
What's this formal begging segment?
Brown badge next to their name. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
If you're on the Kick side of stuff, well, I hope you're enjoying the stream over there. You can send some kicks my way, and that supports the content. Or you can become a paid subscriber, which again gives you access to emotes and a chat crown badge. Or you can give some subscriptions to your fellow viewer. We do have badges on Kick that I almost never mention anymore. But if you gift 10 subs on Kick, you can earn yourself a permanent VIP badge that shows that you're one of my supporters. If you gift 20 subs on Kick, in one go, by the way, you can get an OG badge, which shows that you're one of my biggest supporters of the content.
Yeah, it's getting longer. It feels like that, doesn't it? I agree.
No matter where you're watching, you can send it to...
T-Link Soldier, I think you nailed it. I was forming that thought in my mind, but you said it first, so I won't steal it from you. He really wants the call to action to seem more professional and less baggy. And I agree, and that reminds me, I do have some comments here. Look at this. Someone said, this was a comment to the marathon, and someone said, forgive me if this is a bit brash, but why did you say there was no begging on the marathon? You definitely asked for support a ton during the marathon. I'm just not sure why you feel the need to say there was or wasn't. It's your stream, you could do what you want, but I don't think saying something didn't happen when it clearly did makes you look bad. Okay? So, then DSP responded to this and says... There's a difference between saying support the stream in classic games versus we must hit the goal to succeed. And if you can't get that, you have a simple mind. So you see how DSP is trying to frame his begging now as, I'm not asking for money to hit a goal, therefore it's not begging. Which is a weird, line to draw there. Must be convenient for him to have that line, by the way, because that means all begging that's not asking for money towards a goal is not a beg. I don't know who would come up with that conclusion. I don't know. But I guess that's how he's coping with his begging now, right? In his mind. Like, it's not begging. I'm just saying support. I'm not going for any goals, guys, I guess. Also, there was this one. I posted this on Twitter already. Someone said the marathon was mid. DSP says, so was your birth. And I don't know what that means, your birth, right? But, all right. He did actually literally say it. I played it multiple times. On that being said, about 5 or 6 times at least. He said, get me to 300 at least, guys. He did say that. I mean, he said it 4 or 5 or 6 times. I can't fucking remember. 6 or 7 times, huh? But I don't even remember. But yeah, this is, I think you're right, though. This is like, it's a formal call to action. This is not the dirty e-bagging. This is a formal call to action.
Yeah. All right. So thank you to anyone who supports in general. I really appreciate everyone who supports the content. Please, let's get some support rolling, particularly today's Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight has done very well. Hollow Knight has actually been a really awesome playthrough where we get a dedicated audience that come by and really enjoy my content. And I'm excited for more today as we head into the end game. So if you like Hollow Knight, also please support the channel. Now, if you're watching on demand, you can leave a super thanks on this video, or you can also look to leave a tip if you take a look at the description of each video. There's a link there that takes you to my PayPal. Thank you to anyone who supports my content. I appreciate you all. You're the reason why I get to enjoy this life every single day, having a great time, chilling, right? Just talking games, having fun. No drama, just good times. And I'm very excited for the future.
There we go. Finish the
Stuff
segment.
going on. I didn't get to really enjoy any of that because I had to finish Resident Evil Requiem, which I'm glad I did. Now that the game is done,
okay,
all I can say is thank you for an amazing playthrough. It's actually my most watched playthrough in many, many months. Biggest AAA release in ages. Everyone
previously he said 2 to 3 years.
Seemed to enjoy my gameplay of it. I like the game a lot. I hope that you'll give it a look. The playthrough's continuing to get numbers, which is great. Like, even though, you know, it's over a week old, it's still getting hundreds of views on each video a day. So it's helping the channel.
That's not true, King.
A lot. I got like 1,500 subscribers during the playthrough. So obviously, when a big game comes out and people actually want to see DSP play a big game, the channel will get attention. The problem is there's so few big AAA games that are good anymore.
Yes.
That's why I think last year it was
best to blame the gaming industry.
hard to really bring attention to DSP gaming because you're only coming here to see the big stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone who's not a regular and watches me do everything, what else is going to bring attention to the channel? That I decided to play a small indie game? Of course not, right?
Engaging personality?
So, you know, having a big game finally be good and people actually find the channel again was nice. Yeah, having people come out, oh, Phil's playing Resident Evil, let's check this out. And then boom, I got a whole bunch of views, I got comments, I got likes, everything's, you know, active again. That's awesome. But, you know, a channel like mine that is a gaming channel, it's beholden to the industry and what's popular.
No, it's
you
not.
Know, if there's a year with a bunch of popular big games and I play them and people like the playthroughs, boom, the channel gets more popularity. But then if it slows down, boom, it slows down again, right?
Boom, boom, boom.
The good news is, because I have such a dedicated audience of people who like everything I do, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't have to worry that, oh, there's a lag in the industry and now everything's bad. That's not the case. Like, I'm still doing well, even when we don't have the big games. But man, it was refreshing to finally have a big game that everyone liked.
Okay.
So we finished the playthrough on Thursday.
It was great, and it made the channel more successful than it's ever been, but it's also fine when it doesn't happen, but it's the gaming industry's fault. Got it.
I'm glad that we did that. But
Sounds
now, this week, a opportunity presents itself because, number one, we do have a gap in the schedule for a daytime stream game. And number two...
Oh, yeah. Is he deciding what he's going to play? Is he going to play the Pokemon game?
Someone tipped $2 says, Asmongold watched your 007 gameplay, and he thought it was funny. Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot. So did everybody else. Thanks for $2.
This is the thing we saw in the tweet that he doesn't care about. Remember? We already saw this one. He doesn't care about it anymore, though.
Don't care. All right.
I don't care. Did Asmund really watch it, though? Like, is there anything funny there?
Originally, this was a game that I was going to play because you guys love Pokemon. My Pokemon playthroughs always do well. Okay, seriously. Like, I've never had a Pokemon playthrough that sucked and was slow and everyone hated it. They're always doing good. And I thought...
Well, there was one case where there was a Pokemon game that didn't do well. Anyone remember that one? If only I could snap my fingers and show it to you, huh? Remember this one? Was a bit different.
Very nice.
Okay, everyone. Well, now, I hope you had fun. Being that I knew people were enjoying the playthrough, I decided to go a little extra long today. As you saw, I went a whole extra hour on stream, which I hope you appreciate. Quite honestly, let me take a look, because I have not looked at stream numbers all day. My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened?
What happened?
We never even... Hold on.
What happened?
I'm actually trying to go back here. Did we ever even get close to 400?
Yeah,
Did we?
At least from what I could see, I can't see the entire length of the stream, but from what I can see, which is back till around like 3 p.m., it looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right?
I'm tired of it now.
Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting.
So if you haven't seen, I did a video on this one. If you haven't seen this, I did a video on this. This plus the aftermath. So I did it like pop-up video style.
Really what I was trying to say. You know, I'm a real...
So adding some context to everything.
And I sound like I'm and don't want to come out to the streams.
Like this.
I don't even know what else to say.
So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's been out for a while though, but probably have already seen it if you're interested in that kind of thing. But there we go. All right, next up.
For the week, however, I just don't know how to go about it. What do you guys think? If you want my take, my take right now is that I am very interested to try Slay the Spire 2. Why? Because I never played the franchise before. It's doing insane player numbers right now. And I think that now is the opportunity, as they say, strike when the iron is hot, right? While everyone's playing it, talking about it, try it out. See if it's something that's for me. Even if it's not, again, I don't feel like there's any risk. There's going to only be reward. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Then we do something else. But I feel like I want to try it.
Yes.
Okay. So hopefully...
So you're trying to catch on to the game that's very popular right now.
You guys are down for that. If you are, let me know. I'll start it Tuesday. But if there's like a big revolt here and people are like, no, we didn't want that, then I'll listen. All right? I'm listening to feedback, and I want to do what you guys want.
Okay.
All right? So let me know. But for me, I'm feeling like Slay the Spire 2 is the way to go this week to start. And then seeing as time permits, maybe we'll actually have time to do another game before all the new stuff comes out. You know, we'll go from there. But that's the take I'm getting, right?
That's the take I'm getting
anyway.
That's the take I'm getting.
And again,
repeat it.
If I'm going to be doing this game, you know, at all, I think I should do it when it's popular. Right now, it's new, it's hot, everyone's talking about it, rather than, play it in 2-3 months when all the hype died down, right? Now only the hardcore fans of the franchise will care that I'm playing it. Late, right. Now, feedback I'm getting. Yeah, Dark Micah just said you should. I feel like you play a lot of games too late.
Exactly,
right.
yes.
Now, again, I'm getting pushback. Some people are like, well, it's early access. It's not fully released. Enough with your bullshit. No, seriously, I'm just going to call this out right now. Enough with your bullshit.
Whoa, King. Remember in your Game of the Year, didn't you say some games shouldn't be released in the beta or whatever? Remember that game, the Inzoi or whatever, huh?
Everyone plays games in early access.
Yeah.
And anyone who complains, I'm not going to listen to you anymore.
What?
Because you said the same thing about Hades 2. And then when I went back to play Hades 2 a year and a half later when it fully released, no one cared because everyone had already played Hades 2.
You said that.
So
but that was your take.
Fuck off. Don't even say that early access excuse nonsense. I don't ever want to fucking hear that word ever leave
Who are you mad at right now?
anyone's lips ever again.
I can't tell who's mad
done
at.
that with Hades 2. I made the wrong decision. I should have played the whole game at launch and not listened to whiners.
You're the one that pushed that narrative, King. You said, I want to play it until it's fully out.
If the game is hot and new, I will play it when it's hot and new, and you'll like it.
What?
That's simple.
Didn't you just say if people say it's a bad idea, you won't do it? That's the take you're getting? What?
No more toxicity from these fucking people who just want to complain about everything I do. I'm not listening to them anymore. Okay?
Who said that? Jesus, did anyone say that? God damn, relax. Tony T in the house says, me and my mom wife went to the poker shop yesterday and spent a decent bit on a bunch of 20-cent cards because we love it. Can't have fun, side Phil. Yeah, he thinks everything has to be investment with cards, even though it's not the main purpose of the cards, you know. A lot of people are treating Pokemon like that now. That's why it's not as good for some people that don't want to treat it like that, you know. But, yeah. He has no hobbies, right? His hobbies are walking 10 feet to go feed woodland critters, so you're doing okay if you and your mom wife are doing that. You're having more fun, I promise. Askew says, permanent OG VIP badge until you don't fall in line with the Führer's opinions and end up banned. How many people that had that have been banned? It's more than one. That's right. It's more than one for sure.
So what would you guys like to talk about? Tag me in the chat. Let's see what's on your mind.
Okay, come on. What's going on, guys? Can you talk? What you got? What you got? Anything. I'll take any comments. Favorite ice cream?
Nothing. No one wants to talk. No one's tagged me. No one wants to speak to me. Apparently, you just want me to clam up.
I'll take any comments.
YouTube chat is completely dead. No one is speaking. Everyone has fallen asleep. Even though it says we have 272 viewers, it's dead.
Welcome to DSP Gaming, where you can find such positive interaction. You can experience interactions such as the streamer wiping his nose feverishly.
Dead.
Ready? Enjoy. Yes. You can also enjoy the streamer yelling at you. We take your opinions very seriously.
When we play the indies we wishlisted tomorrow night, late stream.
Okay. Your opinion matters here at DSP Gaming.
AC installer, that's not true. I do not.
And if you actually don't like something, we will tell you you actually do like it and call you a mouth drooler.
I ignore Kick at all. If Kick tags me and says actual like intelligent things, I'll respond. Like right here, Lonely Vaulty says, "Would you beat Cyrax in a street fight? You're retarded. You said something retarded in my chat. I'm not going to address you." You see,
that's the retarded quota hit for the day.
Normally, I would just ignore them, but I'm giving you an example. That's the kind of level of stuff that people say in the Kick chat, so I just ignore it. It's stupidity. Okay?
I don't know about that, by the way, King. I think that'd be a close fight. He's pretty small, but he's like a mongoose, I think. You know what I mean? He'd start swinging, and DSP wouldn't be able to keep up. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of closer than DSP is claiming.
No, Lance, we did not do a countdown of the DSP tries for 2025.
Why
Basically, people don't really care about the countdowns anymore, to be honest. Like, I did the year-end series of the most disappointing games and the Game of the Year stuff. No one cared. The views were terrible. So I was like, I'm just probably not going to bother with it anymore.
Yeah, too much work.
I'll do a quick rundown on a podcast. That'll be a few minutes, and that's it. Like, there's no reason to put all that work together, put the clips together when no one was watching it.
Yeah, definitely. As long as people care about your takes. I have not seen Cyrax recently. His health is failing. Oh, that's too bad. I haven't seen anything. I know very little about him outside of like I watched one big documentary about him, and that was kind of it. That's enough for me of Cyrax. I saw the like Music Beats Marty documentary about him. And it was like they did a beautiful scene where like they did end up racing together in like the racing game. He says he's the Drift King. And then like the documented person said like it seemed like two friends that finally got to play online. And it really was like that. It kind of was a soft moment, like, you know, heartfelt moment between two old friends. Two rivals coming together for their racing game. But Cyrax ended up cheating and stuff. So. But anyways.
Okay. Would I enable text-to-speech donations? No, never. I would basically be banned from YouTube if I did that because people would constantly be doing things to try to get stuff in, like the N-word and stuff like that. Yep. It's not worth the risk. It's absolutely stupid. I'm not doing it. I do well enough without it. I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. I do well enough without it. Don't need it, asshole.
Smoliv Enjoyer says, would anything bring back your King of Hate persona, like a DSP's Day of Hate? I think that would be nostalgic for longtime fans. Yes, the King of Hate is returning right now. Oh! Ooh. Oh, I did an inadvertent flex. I was actually kind of stiff. I did inadvertent flex right there, but you can't see. I'm wearing a very loose sweatshirt today. Nice stiff. I did. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Oh, I did an inadvertent flex. I was actually kind of stiff.
Don't cheat when you accidentally flex.
Inadvertent flex right there, but you can't see. I'm wearing a very loose sweatshirt today. Nice comfy one. It's a cooler day today, so I said I'll wear something heavier, comfier on purpose. I think tomorrow I got to go light again because tomorrow there's going to be sun, I believe.
Imagine planning your day like this. Oh my God. They don't plan your clothes that much at a fucking retirement home, dude.
I think tomorrow I got to go light again because tomorrow there's going to be sun, I believe.
He's planning out his schedule, his clothes already?
I think that's what it says here.
Hold on a second here. Let me see tomorrow. There's going to be sun tomorrow. Okay, well, there goes that shirt. There goes the Hawaiian shirts, I guess.
Let me look. Oh, today there's sun.
Oh,
It's
no.
actually saying...
That throws a monkey. That throws a wrench in the works.
Well, yeah, it's not that bad. This is going to be like on and off. It's cloudy right now. Tomorrow? No, not saying rain tomorrow. Oh, never mind. Looks like I...
No! I hear someone. Let's felt him. How could you? How could you? Where is it? There he is. I found him. Did not happen. Matthew Vichin in the house says, the guy flip-flops on so many things, he will say something one day and then the next day say the complete opposite and then say he's a changed man. Yes, there is always, if he said something like with his whole chest at some point, he will thereafter say the exact opposite with his full chest a different time and say his previous thoughts were stupid even. Or he was playing a character, one of the two. But yes, there's always, he flip-flops on every single issue possible. Tony T says, everything a successful streamer has invested in or off stream has depreciated extremely in value. Name your favorites. The Black Cat figure. I would say his WWE Champions account, right? Because I think he thought that was, I think in his mind he might try to justify that by saying, you know, I could always sell my account someday. But, like, you don't get full value for those fucking accounts. Because it's a shady practice in general. I'm not saying he ever sold it, because you know for goddamn well he never did. But I bet in his mind he thought he might be able to do that to justify it somewhat. I don't know. But, yeah, there's a... I would say my favorite statue, if I have to choose a favorite statue, it is the Hulk one. Because he had... Remember the Hulk shrine he had? He had the huge, it was a big Hulk figure. And then he had the Hulk picture above it in the Connecticut condo. It was like a little Hulk shrine. That's my favorite setup he ever did. Who among us wouldn't love a Hulk shrine in our house? You know, that's... So, Chuck Buried says, took a week break from DSP after getting sick of him, and now my soul feels 50 pounds lighter, but now it's time to weigh that sucker down again. Big ups, Chuck Buried. Always recommend it every once in a while. You need a break. You need a tea break, you know, or what? I don't know what we could call it, a D break. I don't know.
It's going to be cool and raining all week long, so I can wear whatever I want this week. Sweet.
Oh
Sweet.
My God! I can wear whatever I want this week.
It'll be cool and raining all week long, so I can wear whatever I want this week. Sweet.
I can wear whatever the fuck I want this week. It's awesome, man.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys for the early support today. I appreciate it.
Retox, that's
good.
good.
One final burst of support right now before we start would be great. Thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, remember, you can do a super chat, become a member, or give some memberships. If you're watching on Kick, you can send some kicks, become a sub, or give some subs. Anyone can send a tip via PayPal.
Anyone.
I would appreciate that if you support the stream today, particularly for Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has done great. Looking forward to more today. Thank you guys for chilling and for the early support before we even booted the game. That's very nice of you.
All right. He wants to get $50. That's why he said that burst of support.
Yeah. Easy. I only died to it because I was stupid. And honestly, I'm tired right now because we had daylight saving time today. So I lost an hour of sleep.
I thought you went to sleep early, King. What happened to that?
So I'm actually feeling quite tired, so I'm trying to drink my coffee here.
What about the hour-long jet lag? What happened to that? Huh? I thought you went to sleep early, you said. The jet lag thing. Huh?
Okay.
I'm getting confused.
I did go to bed early last night, but I'm still tired from having to get up an hour early today.
Oh. Okay. You're still tired, though. Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Funky Fable Digest is wishing you a good stream. Thank you so much. If you guys are here enjoying, please support the stream in some way.
Okay, let's see if this one is also formal style. Here we go.
You a good stream. Thank you so much. If you guys are here enjoying, please support the stream in some way. First of all, you can engage with the stream by giving it a like here on YouTube. If you're watching the video on demand, you can always give the video a like and leave comments. That helps a ton for engagement. The channel's gotten lots of engagement in the last week because of Resident Evil Requiem, so it would be great to continue on that path if you guys would like the content that I'm doing now that I'm done with Requiem. Outside of that, you can always support the stream via whatever method you choose. If you're on YouTube, you can do a super chat or become a member or give some memberships. If you're on Kick, you can send some kicks my way or perhaps a sub. Or if you're watching via any method, you can actually send a tip via my PayPal. All appreciate it. Keep the streams alive and going. And this particular playthrough has done very well over the last month and a half. And obviously, I'm hoping to continue that continue that going, that momentum. If you so could, please support and thank you.
Well, at least he's playing one. He does that one.
So Guacamole says, will your
Guacamole.
$100 birthday animation be a gif of you crying? No, it's going to be a moving animation of me counting all of my money and laughing maniacally at you. Because you still have to work a normal job and I get to play games all day. That'll be the animation. Stalking Tiger says he didn't like my marathon because it was kind of disorganized. He thinks I should do a Street Fighter marathon at some point. I might. You missed the podcast this morning.
It was disorganized. So DSP obviously. Here we go. That's the comment I just showed you. I work normal jobs. You shouldn't try to demean us like that. What's wrong with working a normal job? He doesn't care about you, just your money. You still went bankrupt, though. Plus, you had to be bawled out by your mommy. I don't think you should scorn the work class so much when it's their tax. Exactly. But they like it. So clearly, there's something wrong with them if they continue to go back to him and give him money, right? I mean, he's trying to tell you who he is with that, but some people don't get it, I guess. Okay, here we go. Next.
Bradley, I banned you because you're bringing up detractor memes, which is against the rules. So what exactly would you like me to do for an explanation here? You came in here, you asked a toxic question about something that obviously isn't true.
What was the question I wanted?
You want me to waste time on a gameplay stream to talk about it, which I'm not going to do because it derails the gameplay stream. So I'm just going to ban you because it's against the rules. It says right in the rules, don't bring up detractor shit. And that's what you just did. Oh. So, do you need further explanation? Seriously. Okay.
So Wings at the current moment is playing Elden Ring for 258 people. Let's see if DSP has more or less viewers than Wings when he starts playing Dragon Quest. Spoiler, it will be Wings winning that interaction. Okay, last one for the day stream. Then we will go to Wings stuff here.
Okay, now, here you go. Someone in Kick Chat says, down from the rafters, no faction, last active 14 minutes ago. Does it look like I'm fucking playing the game right now?
Ooh.
So can you cut the shit now? Now that you have the definitive evidence, like, stop with the bullshit. I don't fucking play that game, and that's not my account.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these idiots fucking saying that shit. You're so...
If it wasn't true, it'd be pretty easy to ignore them, sir.
Dumb. You're so idiotically stupid. You have absolutely nothing to talk about.
It'd be pretty easy to just ignore them.
I think we can teleport.
So that was the only thing he said from Kick in 20 minutes. So that's how much he interacts with Kick. When they say something that annoys him enough, then he'll interact with Kick. That's all he cares about with the Kick. All right. Okay, that's the day stream. Let's get to the Wings stuff first, and then we'll go to night stream if we have time. Oh, there's the massive guns. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry for the gun show. That's a free one for you. Here we go. Let's get to some Wings comments here, okay? So we did talk a little bit, kind of at length about DSP here in various ways. Let's go.
TV. So the whole thing about Beth is like everybody started telling her that I liked her.
This is important.
And like I wanted to date her and stuff like that. And it got to the point where like her boyfriend wanted to fight me over it. Because this came out of nowhere with me, right? I didn't know anybody was going behind my back saying like, "Oh, Jordy likes you," blah 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 blah. So
hold on, it's
this guy shows up while I'm at work wanting to fight.
Oh my god! Look at the camera shaking.
So this guy shows up while I'm at work wanting to fight me, and I'm like, "What? Huh?" I'm looking like Darkside Phil here. And
there we go. That's his go-to. That was a kind of a niche call out there. So like, what? That was his. When he says what, who did he think of? He thought of DSP. That's it.
To fight me, and I'm like, what? Huh? I'm looking like Darkside Phil here.
See, that's it.
And I quickly diffused the situation.
What?
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's it, by the way. I mean, I'm kind of interested in the story, but okay, I'll move on.
So I seen that DSP lost to like the first guy in GoldenEye. Was that because he was playing on like the Switch too?
Yeah.
He didn't know how to.
He was blaming the controls.
No.
Controls are bad.
No, they're bad. They're bad.
Controls are bad. Like, GoldenEye to begin with didn't have the best controls, but on the Switch they're even worse.
Look at that tanky.
Wait, so you were watching that shit, Goose?
I saw something on Twitter. I don't know why he was on my...
Yeah, I
don't-
saw him on
Bro,
Twitter
did
dying
you-
to the first enemy.
Did you see, like, at one point he was like, guys, there's no goals. We don't need to hit a certain amount of money. Not even like 15 minutes later, guys, can we please get support? If we get $300 right now, I will chug this alcohol
All
drink
true.
I have.
This guy knows. This guy knows what his stuff. By the way, this gentleman, whoever this is. But yeah, go ahead.
So there is a goal.
Yes.
There's always a goal. I mean, like I started this stream up without a goal, but like it is what it is.
Defending DSP again, Wings.
Doesn't every streamer want to make money?
Yeah, you want to push towards your retirement.
Well, no shit, but it's one thing to be like, guys, there's no
You
goal.
want to push towards your retirement?
Push towards your retirement.
What?
Well, no shit, but it's one thing to be like, guys, there's no goal, and then, 10 minutes later, hey guys, if we reach a certain amount of money, I'll do something. Then you do have a goal.
I guess Wings is of the disposition where he could be a DSP fan in a different life, right? Because don't you get that? Like, that guy had to explain what's fucked up about that, right? Guys, I don't have a goal. Thank God we're free from the goals. I was such an idiot for asking you for goals. That was embarrassing. Anyways, guys, $300, and I'll stop asking for money, and I'll chug this. Can't you see how that's a little contradictory and worth calling out? But Wings clearly doesn't get that shit, you know? He's like, well, I mean, clearly you have a goal. He said he doesn't have a goal, sir.
Later, hey guys, if we reach a certain amount of money, I'll do something. Then you do have a goal.
Well,
Just let the man do his thing, dude. He's gonna be greedy his whole life.
This ain't about being greedy, dude. It's about just trying to make ends meet.
see?
Like,
I think he's a
Well,
little
feels
bit
greedy.
greedier than your average person, personally, but...
I think Wings is DSP fan. I mean, that's it, right?
I mean, he'll get like $400 on one stream. Be like, guys, can we get to $500?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's like, come on, dude.
I've seen some clips in the past of him being crazy about that shit.
4 teams left.
Wings is already checked out here. At this point, he's already gone, he's doing something else. I know.
Probably the most uninteresting.
I'm just showing you another example of that. Remember, he did say in some way DSP helped save his life because of the Outsiders This You Don't Play, where he overcame stuff in Dark Souls or whatever.
It's like, come on, dude. But it's gonna be over soon.
it's all good. I'm doing something.
It doesn't matter what you're doing because I can't see it.
He's running around with his knife out.
There we go. There goes that conversation. Next.
Question for you. Have you heard of the king snake?
Oh.
This dude, you are always thinking about my man.
Nah, it's just funny, dog. It's just funny.
What's funny?
What is he up
DS
there?
You are a DSP historian.
He's a DSP
Yeah.
super fan, motherfucker.
Part of the
See?
DSP Historical Society.
No,
are,
let
dude.
me ask you, motherfucker, what's DSP's middle name?
Phil Paul Burnell. Come on, that's an easy one.
Oh my lord, dog! I didn't know that shit. I didn't think you knew that shit.
Dude, that was off top, dude. That was automatic.
That was automatic. Damn.
Everyone knows
I
his
don't
name.
fucking know that shit.
Don't you call him? You call him Phil all the time.
Phil Paul?
Yeah, but you said I asked for the middle name.
PPB.
I think that shit got like leaked during like the bankruptcy hearing or something. Like the
Look at it. He's going deep in his motherfucking lore.
This dude's like, if you look at file
dude, because I watched
1436,
a lot of review tech. Like review tech sits there all day just watching DSP.
Oh, this guy watched a lot of review tech? This guy's dented too.
Thank you
Damn.
for the $10. Let me tell you a secret, motherfucker.
Go ahead.
Spaceman could file for bankruptcy tomorrow. I wouldn't know his middle name.
Okay, does he stream to
I don't even think you know my
thousands of
first
people?
name.
Spaceman doesn't stream to thousands of people. Phil Paul Burnell does.
Phil
That's why.
Paul Burnell, dude.
Yeah, PP Burnell.
I like how Wings' crop of his webcam is not perfectly on the bottom. So you can see there's a sliver of the game below him. It's pretty funny. Well, I can't stop looking at it.
You are the historian, bro.
Nah, dude, you think I'm in deep? No, I'm not even like. There's other
You're in pretty
motherfuckers
deep,
there.
dude.
Why the fuck do we want to come down here?
I need to go. I need to message Rich see if I can get on his fucking stream.
Oh, so you
Why?
wait, you knew what I was talking about when I said King Snake Loose, so you're in this shit too?
I don't know what the fuck that means either.
Ooh.
I see that. I see this stupid shit on Twitter right here.
All right. I got a question. What the fuck does King Snake mean?
All right, let's see how this guy explains the king snake thing.
What does that mean?
So
The
when
historians got it.
Bill got swooned by the Keno Casino,
Fair.
when the relationship blew up, at the end of it, he had Review Tech on the show because
Yeah.
he thought Review Tech was like a battered wife, and he was like, "Rich, have you heard of the King Snake? This whole time, I've been the one who's been fucking with the Keno Casino," when it like obviously wasn't true, and he tried to like spin it at 180, but everyone was like, "No, dumbass, you got swooned." And he's like, "No, I'm
Swooned.
architecting this master plan." It's like, come on, bro.
Too much explanation for Wings to get that.
You get it? You get it?
If I bought you a DSP mask, would you wear it for Halloween?
See, doesn't care. See.
Bro, he's wearing that shit to bed.
You need to get him a blow up.
I mean, I can do a pretty good impression, so like, or like his
Reviving his
mannerisms, you know what I
teammates
mean?
over here. 210. Which one?
The historian, dude.
The real
I'll do
question
that.
is, can we please get $100 for the DSP mask? We want to wear this on
In the trailer
Halloween.
to your right, 2 of them.
There we go. Okay, 2 more.
Gonna end up pro the defense. So.
I just don't understand like how he loves Phil as much as he does.
I mean, it's hilarious. It's like a Review Tech, like a like his reality TV. I would agree with that. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just like watching reality TV. Like you just watch somebody make a fool of themselves on a consistent
historian.
basis.
Yeah, but Phil doesn't really make a fool of himself. Like
See, Wings would kill for DSP. It's so weird, and it just shows that. I mean, obviously, Wings is a lolcow himself, but he can't see that DSP is like talking down to him. Every time they've interacted in the last year, it's been DSP talking down to Wings, saying how much better he is than him. Does Wings need like the father figure or something? Is that what he's looking for? Because that's how DSP talks to him. And for most people, when someone talks to you like that, it's disrespectful. You're like, I don't need this, man. Someone you don't know, especially. I mean, it's different if your best friend or something is trying to help you out. But it's like, dude, I don't need that. You know what I mean? I don't need you to tell me how to live my life. But Wings clearly is cool with it, right? I mean, damn.
Watch somebody make a fool of themselves on a consistent
historian.
basis.
yeah, but Phil doesn't really make a fool of himself. Like he's
Yeah.
Oh yes, he does.
oh my
Yes, he
lord,
does.
dude.
He literally, he said the other day, like, oh, everybody calling this a crash out. I don't do a crash out. You know what's a crash out? You coming here and watching me every day. That's a true crash out.
Bro's got the quotes down pat.
But here's what you're
Go ahead,
you're not
Wings.
understanding, right? Like if you dislike somebody enough, anything they do upsets you. Like them breathing the wrong way upsets you.
No, I'm more. Now, there's a lot of detractors who are that way. I'm more fair to Phil. Like, there are some times where, like, come on, guys.
sure.
Like, are we really criticizing him for this? But, like, generally, like, I'm not sitting here, like, fucking reading a novel every day, like, I hate Phil.
Did I mark that? Okay.
I want him dead. But no, I just sit there and, like,
Someone called a custom weapon crate at Windows.
he puts on a show.
Yeah.
Laugh at it.
And you watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we showed it, Meow Block.
On the
Got
truck,
right.
210.
This guy seems to be legit level-headed. I mean, I don't know how he got into Wings' good graces to always play with him. Like, that's like his main play partner, so it's funny. But it's amazing Wings doesn't hear anything. Oh, he did another one? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. There's another one. So if you didn't see this, we did play this one earlier. DSP, this guy talked about how DSP said he doesn't care about detractors or whatever. He said, I don't care when people do that. I don't care about Asmongold watching me. Okay. Then he said, time and time again, I've explained my position and nobody listens. So let's try it again. Your opinions don't matter and you're insignificant no matter how many memes you make. I'm successful despite you. It doesn't affect me, so do what you want. And I think he's really angry at the guy that made the meme about GoldenEye, not this gentleman. Right? This gentleman didn't really say anything except for that, but DSP picked that guy to call out. So there we go. Oh, DSP is springing forth. Let's see if we have another one here. So it looks like replies. Let's see. I'm going to check it here. It better be here, Meow Block. I will. Oh, he did respond. Nothing says. Okay, let's go slowly here. This guy Zeddy, who is 30,000 subscribers, Hearthstone beta tester, Twitch partner, says, Nothing says successful like begging for money 7 days a week and declaring bankruptcy before the age of 40. Okay. I say Hearthstone. Fuck off. DSP responds directly to him 5 minutes ago and says, "What's hilarious is I'm far more successful in life than you'll ever be, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it." Big ups, Meow Block. You just earned your lifetime contract. I do have a lifetime contract fucking animation thing. I didn't set it up yet. I've been doing other shit. Zeddy says to him, "I get more YouTube views than you, never ask my audience for anything, and make a great living playing video games. I don't even have to take on sponsorships like you pretend every YouTuber has to." Ooh.
Emotional damage.
Ooh. Let's see what's going. There's Starlink for you. I don't need that. Phil, you're a lonely shut-in asshole who spends all his money on junk. You have no savings, no health care. I think he has health care, but he pays for it. And you talk shit about people doing honest work. Not to mention you suck at video games and hate playing them. Your whole "you're just jealous" thing isn't playing. You sit in a room by yourself playing video games all day with 0 friends. Keep coping, loser. Things are going great. Things are going great. Okay, so good job, Philip. I guess he's in a salty mood, which could be good for us. I don't know. Could be good for us. All right, last Wings thing here, which was mildly interesting today. Big ups again, Meow Block, for that. Breaking news.
Shit, you think Keem's a Nightmare Blunt rotation? What about like Daniel Larson and Cyrex and DSP or something like that?
I don't know.
No.
That's a Nightmare Blunt rotation? Wings, I can't keep up with you.
Like Daniel Larson and Cyrex and DSP or something like that.
I don't know.
No.
Now DSP is in your Nightmare Blunt rotation? I can't keep up.
You're just hating
I got a
DSP.
time shop, bro.
Normal guy.
I don't know those weirdos.
DSP is just your average dude.
I set an alarm clock for them.
I don't think DSP smokes weed anyway. I think you're safe.
No, he,
Nah, he don't.
He
I'm
drinks.
sure
He
they're-
drinks a lot.
No, he loves his alcohol.
That's
I'm sure
for
the
sure.
historian has some story, though.
You want one?
No, I'm
Okay, there you go. So that's the Wings update. Interesting. I mean, the one thing he could say is Wings will, in the end, in his heart of hearts, will defend DSP, even though he likes to make jokes about him, I guess, sometimes. But Iwamoto in the house. Is DSP beg after $1,600 cemented beggar status? Yeah. Yep. It's just some manipulation tactics, right? Like, anyone with a brain in there can see when he says, guys, if I hit 300, I'll never beg again. Then he got 300, continued begging, and then at the end of the stream said, guys, aren't you happy I never beg for money at all? It's like, if you have 2 brain cells in your head, why are you watching a streamer that lies to you directly to your face and disrespects you like that? I mean, it's pretty simple to me. But okay, DSP Gaming has shown up in the chat. Good morning, all. There it is. He's a very salty boy on Twitter right now. He's coping. Don't worry. We can see you're coping on Twitter, King. No one can tell. You're doing a good job hiding it. Let's go to the night stream, and we'll finish early just in time for our battle. Don't worry, we will do the battle. As you can see, I didn't put a poll up yet, but I should have. But let's see where we are in terms of bans for the last few times here. It's been slowing down. We had that big streak of 40 bans. Have not gotten even halfway to those heights since then. And we have had the last 2 days have been 2 and 8. So keep that in mind as you get your predictions ready in your mind. How many bans will we see before YouTube mode today? Keep in mind he's salty on Twitter, right? He is salty on Twitter. So you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen today. Okay, let's go night stream. There's a few things from night stream before we get going here.
Yeah, daylight saving, dude, is going to hit us hard today.
What?
Keep in mind that this stream is an hour earlier, and not everyone knows that. So I had the feeling that we're going to have way less attendance today than we usually do. Earlier today.
It's hitting us all hard. You might think he's talking about, political conflict around the world. No. He's talking about daylight savings time.
Or earlier, and not going to hit us hard. Yeah, daylight saving, dude, is going to hit us hard today. Keep in mind that
it's going to hit us hard today, guys. It is going to hit us all hard. We're going to feel this at the pumps. We're going to feel this everywhere.
the stream is an hour earlier, and not every
at the checkout line, at the pumps. It's going to be tough, but we will overcome this together, okay? Thank you.
knows that. So I had the feeling that we're going to have way less attendance today than we usually do. Earlier today, we actually did have a very slow start to the podcast, but then people kind of showed up an hour late during the podcast. So they were like, oh.
We got our first ban right there. Energy Beams the Bloody says, Cat, Phil has nudes of Panda on his PC. That was the first ban. Another coming in hot here. That's 2. As I'm writing the poll, we are forcing Phil to increase the chat timer for new followers. Detractors.win. Get your free sock. It's too long for the message, but yeah, get you a free sock there. They're promoting. That's promotion. That's self-promotion. Okay, here we go.
Phil streaming an hour earlier, and then they were there for the Hollow Knight stream. But tonight, since there's no podcast and we're just hanging out for 20 minutes, I bet we're going to have low attendance tonight. I almost
definitely.
guarantee it. Okay.
It's going to hit us all hard. It's going to change a lot of lives today.
Are Wings and I friends or just YouTube acquaintances? I guess I would say YouTube acquaintances. I don't spend time with the guy. I don't talk with him behind the scenes or anything.
Yeah.
You know?
When he wants to talk to him, it costs $50. I used to have acquaintances like that too, of the female variety. They would only talk to me if I paid money. Didn't think they were my friends though.
Or keep in mind, this guy does not respond. You know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't talk at all behind the scenes. Like, rarely could you even get a response out of this guy. So it's kind of hard to be friends with someone who doesn't talk to you.
Yeah,
You
honestly.
know, basically blows you off constantly. So,
Wings! Please!
Let's get that on the leaderboard. Now, tonight, I know, again, we don't have a lot of viewers yet. Tonight, it would be great to get some kick support. The reason I say that, the entire first stream earlier, including the entirety of the podcast and the entire 2.5 hours that I played Hollow Knight. So we're talking a 4.5 to 5 hour stream. I received 2 subs and 100 kicks, and it was all from Lance Catamaran. No exaggeration. There was no other contributions during the stream. So tonight, let's get some kick support. Enough with this nonsense. Let's go.
Just calling him out. It's all from Lance Catamarans. Too much. You can't be only him, guys. Come on. Okay, next up.
All right, we have 100 kicks from Protect Trans Kids. That's our first significant kicks of the night.
Anything you want to say? Very smooth handling of that, Philip. Very normal.
That's just his name. It's not a political statement or anything. I'm just putting his name on the leaderboard because he contributed.
Come on. Come on. You didn't have to say that, sir. He couldn't resist. He couldn't resist. By the way, that is not a political statement. That is the person's name. Thank you. Just to be clear. Thank you. Come on. You didn't have to do that.
That's just his name. It's not a political statement or anything. I'm just putting his name on the leaderboard because he contributed.
It's not a political statement. And the donations do not reflect the opinion of the streamer on WPIG. Thank you. Keep that in mind. It's not a political statement. Not a political statement.
Bookworm has contributed a $30 tip and says, this should cover Slay the Spire 2. Don't know if you want to count this for Tuesday's King's Tax. It's your call. No, we'll count it for now. It's fine. We'll count it for whatever. Again, it's not so serious that people think it's some big deal when we count anything. I'm doing well all the time. It doesn't matter when we count it.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even care.
We'll count it for now. It's all good.
He doesn't even care.
Thank you for the $30 and for essentially purchasing Slay the Spire 2 for the stream. Appreciate that.
We just do it good all the time. Looking very tired here today. That 1 hour is really coming
Very
in.
much appreciated.
It's affecting him a lot here, as you can see.
Now the question remains. Will Bookworm remain the top tipper all night? Because that's a pretty significant tip. And
let's see.
It may be hard to dethrone it. Just saying.
Challenge them. Good job. That'll get them. Challenge them to give more. Good idea, King. Velvet says, most lolcows have something in their past that sent them down a bad road. If things fell a little differently, that might be all right. They might be all right people. The two that don't, Andy Dick and King Philbert the Dent. I think, yeah, Phil, let's see, was there one moment that made them a lolcow, right? What's the moment? And I do think just Philip's personality made him one, right? Because he's, as we've seen from everything we see online about him, he's always been one. Even his own stories, right? He's been a lolcow his whole life, you know, and, you know, he said he was in the crew that didn't have a crew at school, which is fine by itself, but he also has stories of getting bullied, being the butt of the joke at the dance, that kind of thing that, like, show you his personality, right? Remember when, you know, he was made to dance with the hot chick, and he thought it was because she wanted to dance with him. It's like, all right, you know, Incel Manifesto. There's a lot of things that show he was always destined. I think there's a lot of people like DSP though, but like most of them don't luck out into YouTube, right? For their job. And when you combine those two things, that's the craziness, right? Because they combine the personality. Like if he was working the normal job he had, you would never even hear of him. He'd just be a douchebag at your work, you know? Everyone has douchebag at their work, right? We all have them. Some people, oh God, I'm with him. You serious? I remember people like that at the bank. But DSP now has this online life that accentuates it. He never leaves his house, so it just keeps getting worse and worse. Daniel Larson lost his stability. Cyrex got dealt a bad hand and chose violence. Chris Chan had zero support from his parents. Oh, like I guess then, if you're going to go that level, like that deep, could it be that, I mean, just no friends growing up? Can I say that simply? Because I really don't think he had any friends. And I think friends are very important to help you hopefully be a bit more normal of a person, right? You know, as he didn't have any friends. He likes to say that T was his friend, but even that is in question because T was just looking for a ride, right? A lot of times. And also T was much older than him. And at that time, especially when you're in high school, someone that's like 4 years older than you, that's basically an adult. You know what I mean? You're not really bros. It can happen. I'm not saying that situation doesn't happen, but it's a little bit different, right? It's not really your bro when you're 4 years older than you, right? But anyways, too deep. It could be the Wolverine doll. Simple as that. Simple as that. Big ups, Stusendo in the house here. Let's see what we get. Come on.
I understand that some people are like, well, we can't trust anything Phil says or does anymore. He says there's no baby, there's a baby.
What you talking about?
It kind of worked. I thought it was 1 to 2 years. I thought it was 4 in my mind. Maybe I'll have to check, but I believe that was it. Okay, moving on. But good question. Good thought exercise. Oh, that's the new animation.
Thank you to Lance. Lance now with our first sub of the night.
Lance again?
Kick. Thank you, Lance. Lance,
God
I was just saying, just so you know.
Oh, please.
That earlier today, you were the only person to do any support on Kick whatsoever. No one else supported besides you. It was your gifted sub. You had an auto resub and some Kick,
yes.
So thank you for that.
Correct. Misery Merchant, great point. I think it's strange that not one childhood friend has come out and talked about Phil or how even June could find an old friend to interview. Exactly. That is a good point. Think about it. There should be someone that you grew up with that wants to talk, right? And can remember things. But you know who wouldn't? Is like people that were just know he was like downtrodden and sad guy at school. What are you going to say? Yeah, Phil was sad at school, man. No one really liked him. You know, it's kind of tough to say that. I don't know. Who knows, though? Who knows? But that's a good point. You couldn't find anyone to talk to? Don't you have someone from your past that you thinks of you favorably still to this day? His cousin that lived with him for years? I don't think they had a good relationship. How Philip talks about her, again, this is all from what things he said. I don't think they had a good relationship. They didn't really do anything together, that's for sure. And she went through some drug problems and stuff too, so I don't know that situation, but anyways. It's so funny that all Lance wants to be is on the leaderboard and knows that one sub is enough, so he only gives one sub. Exactly. Lance really wants to be in the leaderboard, and he'll pay for it, but he pays the minimum.
actually, he just did 100 kicks as well. So thank you to Lance for that. I do appreciate you, man, because, again, it's tough. You know what it is? I'll tell you, the trolls are gone, right? The troll contributions on Kick that used to be consistent, right? Used to have stupid 220 coming in every day, ICS 220, whatever you want to call them. He would be contributing. And then you had the troll accounts contributing. So now they went away. And now the legit actual supporters kind of have gravitated away from the Kick side. It just seems like it's a bunch of people there for toxic reasons, which is sad because I know it's not every single person.
But really,
man,
in the very real sense, it is. Even fucking Lance gets in on the jokes.
It seems like it's the vast majority these days.
Yeah.
And that's sad. But it is what it is. I can't change that. Again, we all know that the people who started watching me on Kick were from Kino Casino, year and a half ago.
Correct.
So it's just naturally going to gravitate towards that. Hopefully, eventually, we can get legit fans on Kick who aren't just there to be dicks,
Yeah, Ferbs is trying to get banned at this point, too, I feel. You're right.
Yeah, Stepdad is here, too, from time to time. Not every stream, but he's here from time to time, and he's a very big supporter as well. So, yeah, really, honestly, when we think about it, Lance and Stepdad, right, are like the two supporters who are left that are legit.
Two supporters from an entire platform.
You know what I mean?
Imagine, you let's say you started streaming career on YouTube and you call out the two people that donate. Hey, shout outs to the two people, Lance and you. Big ups, guys. You guys are the only ones here, so thanks.
Oh, there we go. 220 came back. 220 came back and dropped the sub.
Phil's Fresh Lesbian Cologne.
He is aware we know that's him, right?
Why would that matter?
It's pretty obvious he made like 40 accounts and just started spamming these stupid names. We're not
Why
dumb.
would that matter? That still is dented, by the way, and not worth it, but yeah. Good music here, too.
Why bring it up? Because I'm appreciative of those who actually legit support my content. So, having Lance or Stepdad as someone on Kick who actually wants to support me, I appreciate that very much. Like I said, I do wish we would have more legit Kick support, but it is what it is.
So we're just going to bitch
Am
about
I ready
it.
for RimWorld tonight? I don't know.
We're just going to bitch about it until it improves.
Full ragtime. There you go. All right, out of nowhere, I have to pee. Give me a second. I'm just going to use the bathroom. We'll come back. We'll get set up, okay? Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. And, of course, I'll do tons of shout-outs for all the contributions you're going to shower me in while I'm gone. Be right back.
Excellent diaper, King. Excellent diaper. That puppy is full. We got to get a change. Go get a change. Get over there. Hurry up. Get in there. Get in there quick.
Full ragtime. There you go. All right, out of nowhere, I have to pee.
My bad. We don't need to see that again.
Much? Oh, so I finally, I positioned myself. I figured this out during the marathon. I don't know how many of you were actually here live during the marathon.
Oh, yeah. What's this? What's
But
this?
I actually figured out if I position my chair a certain distance, I can actually do a chair spin again, and it's actually nice this time. Like, watch this. Look. I could easily do a chair spin. It's not a big deal. Like, in the old setup, there was like no room here. But now I...
What? He could do a nice chair spin now.
Tons of room. With my new setup, I could actually do chair spin. How exciting. What a throwback.
Fantastic. Wow, that's massive. That is crazy. Check this.
I can actually spin in this chair. No, I can't. Look. I can. Yeah, look. Oh. Oh. Oh, my foot.
That was the previous spin. Okay, someone said let the bit play. I got you, Aaron. Here we go. As you can see, that was his failed spin. Now let's go back to this successful spin.
Because we weren't able to do chair spin for many years there with my setup, but now we can again.
No, not many years.
There you go.
That was last year, actually.
Who gives a fuck about chair spin? Well, not you anymore because you're banned, because you're a bitch. Mozzie, how you doing? Thanks for $2.
All right. Pretty fun and positive. Definitely not extra salty these days at all. Jesus Christ.
Let's get the lighting adjusted. So we're going to start. We do have less than usual,
Oh,
but I think that's because of daylight saving time today. We have about 150 viewers on YouTube. I don't know how many we have on Kick.
Yeah.
Usually we have around 200, so we're
It's
down
less.
like 50, but what are you going to do? People will have to get adjusted to the fact that my streams are an hour earlier now.
It'll take a while. It's jet lag. A lot of jet lag.
Okay.
Fun.
Marble. Tear Steel. Thank you so much, Darren, for a $10 super chat. He says, I found you recently through a detractor video, but you're cool. Well,
All right, so this guy here donated like hundreds of dollars through super chats. He's the one that saved the stream for the night.
Man.
Whatever this guy is.
I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate the support.
And he was doing all the beats that you want to see, that DSP wants to hear. So, for example, saying things such as, I saw you from Detractor memes. You're not a bad guy. I saw you on Asmongold. You were good. Here, I think I have all the messages. It was all $83 or whatever. Yeah, but it was all the beats you want to hear, the script, right? So, love your positivity. Big fan. What else did he say? I love your Resident Evil playthrough. I like and respect the fact that you never did the lolcow crap. I love your setup. Looks great. I found you via the Asmongold convo. You're a cool dude. You presented yourself very well in the Asmongold interview. Your mods are solid. Love your Oh, there's another one. Love your content. I'm gaming online and makeup. I do gaming online and makeup online. Single? That was a $50 super chat someone who did as well. That was someone else, but yeah. It was basically two people that came in and did that. But there.
Coming by and supporting the content tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can see how much I care about my detractor stuff, right? Like, who cares? Thank you for chilling.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. We can tell you're not spending any time on Twitter responding to people, right? Definitely can tell. Go ahead.
Shout out to Phil the Louis Vuitton Don, which I guess is supposed to be me dressed in Louis Vuitton. $2 super chat. He says, is your birthday going to be on the news again? Yes, always. My birthday will always be on the news because my detractors are deranged idiots who like to see like their own actions get noticed. Obviously, I don't affect anything if they decide to call news stations or radio stations and be like, yo, can I get a shout out for DSP or Phil's birthday? Like, what am I supposed to do about that? It's not embarrassing. It's them trying to get attention for themselves, like a child screaming in the middle of the street.
Is this an example of how you don't care?
Right? I don't care. Let them
Vuitton.
do whatever they want.
This is an example of how you don't care, or
it doesn't affect me. Okay. Good evening, Kryptonian man. How are you?
This is one of those examples of him not caring.
You're right. It is embarrassing. It's not for me to decide. It's for them to decide how embarrassing they want their own lives to be. That's it. It doesn't affect me. It has nothing to do with me. It's them. They're the morons.
You definitely don't care. That's the good part. Okay.
What else are we doing? They have a lot. Like, this is a really good trade we're going to do. So I'm curious what else we should do. Here, I should sell anything that's crappy, like low percent. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Just get it out of my inventory. And this, all things that are low.
Okay, Timbo questioning incoming.
Stalking Tiger, I don't look down on people who work 9-to-5 jobs whatsoever.
Why did you definitely did earlier this very same day?
I don't know why. Stalking my inventory. It's crappy, like low percent.
Why do you look down on people who work 9-to-5 jobs? Your wife works a normal job too, you know. I work normal jobs to support you and myself. I do that to support you too, Phil. How dare you? We'll clean up the rest after. I do that to support you and myself.
We don't have a ton of people on stream yet, but that's the whole point of the morning show, is to build up some attendance, to chill, talk about anything, topics. Or...
All right, my friends, you know what time it is. It is time for Battle Time. Registration open now. Get in there. Get in there now. We'll do our battle, and we can figure out who will guess our prediction. Our current king, Narc 420. Who will take him down? Let's get our skip juice in the best way possible. Best way on the internet to get your skip juice is a good old-fashioned battle. Let me get into it, though. And I think we need to figure out our next game. Because, you know, I think Uwe Musume's run its course, to be honest. Let's do this. Let's see. I'll give it another 1 minute. And then we will hit the battle. Battle takes about 90 seconds. Should take 90 seconds, all things considered. Okay. Stellar Blade. That's a long game, though. I don't know. I'm not wage quitting Uwe Musume. Maybe we could do like one race or something. I don't know. But all right. Counting down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm closing. As soon as I see 300, I'll close. Like DSP waiting for the chat. This is DSP waiting for the chat. 300. All right, close registration. Here we go. 301 people enter. Only one will leave. Here we go. Who shall be the king today? Here we go, boys. Holy shit. Takes a second to clear out a lot of the people so the lag doesn't kick in. Hang on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here we go. Now we're in real time. We're not a slideshow anymore. PC Gamer rocking and roll there. Mangaka top left looking hot, kind of hiding there. King Slayer, JF just defeated Narkilla. That's what that means. Tristan here's there. Dollar Van doing well. Putty with shields. Who has 3 shields there? DJ DC, all 3 shields. Same with Vikes. You guys can't let Vikes win, can you? Vikes and DJ DC have all of their shields, rocking and rolling. Oh, Vikes just lost one, thank God. He's out. Down to 10 now. DJ DC looks to be in great position here. Down to 8. The Elite 8, now 7. Who had 3 shields for DJ DC? Can he be topped? Takes down another? A lot of kills. Here's kill farming, DJ DC. Vikes still in this, guys. Go get him. Take him out. There he goes. Vikes bites the dust. 4 remaining now. DJ DC looks in great position. He does take a hit there. Loses a shield. Smooth Code has something to say. Who's going to hit this now? They're even. Could this be the comeback of the century? Smooth Code is now on the hunt. More HP and the same amount of shields. Hit! DJ DC Real, no shields left. Smooth Code now on the hunt. Misses the first swipe. Goes down now. DJ DC looks to be on the hunt. Who will build up enough momentum? Here we go. Smooth Code goes for the attack. Misses. DJ DC Real gets the hit. Smooth Code! Smooth Code! Smooth Code! 10 kills. Smooth Code. Oh my God, DJ DC Real looked like to be a shoo-in for that victory. Smooth Code wins with 10 kills. All right, congratulations, Smooth Code. Please give us your number for the guests, okay? When you get a chance, Smooth Code, okay? Here we go. Back to it.
You guys just want to chat, you know, whatever it may be. And we build up some attendance so that we
Fun
can play some
over.
games, right, Jasper Kitty?
Time for the
Are you ready for some
pre-stream.
games today, buddy?
You were close, Vikes. You can't be pissed.
He's right here staring at me. Jasper, you want to come up here? Wanna come up
There's
on
no
my lap?
HP cap.
Why not?
But you get HP just from not getting hit. So you just when you're idling, you're gaining HP. Also, the damage is random, and it depends on who has the momentum. Is the goal, of course. It might not work perfectly like that. It's not an officially licensed thing. I did do it myself with my intelligence friends.
Look at that. He wanted to come up and say hello to everyone this morning. How you doing, Jasper Kitty? How's it going?
Okay, I don't care about this.
Many times my exercise setup is not. I was exercising the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Uh-oh.
Kind of. How do they say?
Smooth Code, give me your number, bro. Oh, 29. Big up, Smooth Code.
Last night, I was exercising. And as I've told you guys many times, my exercise setup is not ideal. It's far from it. It's a crappy, you know, small weight bench that I bought off Amazon with a couple of free weights. And I was doing curls And as I was doing one of the curls, I pulled a leg muscle.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. What? I pulled a leg muscle?
And as I was doing one of the curls, I pulled a leg muscle. So now I
What are you? I wonder what he's doing now.
have shooting pain and tenseness in my right leg because I pulled a leg muscle. And it pissed me off. And obviously, you know, tried to go to sleep.
What are you
You know,
doing?
in bed, I'm moving and hurting it when I'm in bed at night. Like, oh, God.
What?
That sucks. It hurts, you know? And, you know, then I woke up today, but my wife had to go to work early this morning, so that woke me up early. And already we're getting up earlier because of daylight saving time. It's only the second day of that, so I'm already getting up earlier than my body's used to. And
Bro, it's an hour. You should be over it by
I
now.
woken up earlier on top of that. Oh. And then running around trying to do stuff this morning with a bum leg. Yeah, it was frustrating.
Oh,
So
God.
already kind of, like I said, woke up on the wrong side of the bed in a bad mood, like, me. But I'm here to chill and to hopefully have a good, relaxing day with all of you. The schedule today should be relaxed.
Okay, I'll hit it for you.
Business meeting. Business meeting. Let's go. Time to talk about the schedule.
Come on, dear.
Let's go. It's the morning schedule discussion.
All right, so we have Smooth Code's guess is 29. 29 is the guess here from Smooth Code, our current king. As you can see, our current king is Smooth Code. 10 kills, too. Insane.
Relaxing, I hope. Been reimagined, okay? Now, this is a game that I really enjoy, a turn-based RPG from the 2000s that I've never played before. I've enjoyed playing this game for a little over 20 hours as of now. We just got to the point in the game where you can change jobs.
I don't care.
Okay, which is kind of like the whole idea.
Okay, I don't care.
And then we stopped
juice.
playing it because Resident Evil Requiem came out, and we had to focus on that for a week and a half. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What actually had happened was the playthrough started off slow. And I said, listen, all my other streams are doing good, so as long as they continue to
Already
do good,
into money talk? Cool.
we can keep playing Dragon Quest, and it's not a big deal that we're not getting big attendance and support for this playthrough, right? Then the last couple of
God.
streams of Dragon Quest actually
Worst animation of all time.
did really well. Like, we had people coming by and actually saying, yes, turn-based RPGs is...
Care.
So we have to see what happens. I really hope that we can be successful here today with this playthrough, and we can keep this in the rotation, you know, at least 2 times a week, and that people will come by and
Give money.
be a part of the chill fun. I really like turn-based RPGs because they allow me to not only enjoy a story and get into, you know, the nuances of the combat, like the job system, but also to relax and interact with you guys, right? To hang out and talk and have a good time. It's not just about the play and have a good time
right.
with me here today. We're going to build up attendance, talk about a few topics. There's a couple gaming news topics today to talk about if you guys want to. But if you just want to chat about anything
Let's
going
chat.
on, we could do that too. As Jasper Kitty knocks my microphone here. Jasper actually be enough to be, but how old is Jasper? We don't know. He's fronty clawed. He's table. If we're relaxing on the couch, he wants it.
I'm skipping everything we've heard at least 10 times.
Oh, that was refreshing.
So he goes through the same story every single time. Literally, we heard front declawed. He's don't know his age, all that shit. Same shit every single time. Movie Sign says he pulled a leg muscle while doing arm curls. This shit writes itself. I know. I just want to know what he was doing. What position was he in? You know what I mean? What was he? Was it a leg curl? Mr. Gorehouse says he definitely did not max those weights after that. Yeah. And let's see, like, this is how he's going to stop doing workout of any kind, by the way. Is going to be one kind of setback, which can happen, but usually they're with the muscle you're working. It's not like leg muscle when you're doing curls, but we'll see. And big ups Light Coon. Here we go. Let's see what we get.
Salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Come, dumpster!
That's good. That works.
So how's everyone doing today? Let's say hello to everyone this morning. Good morning to Rose Diamonds, Narexidev, Your Mama, Daniel, the Don Toothpick Tom, John, Heartbreaker, Amoose, Llama,
Zero.
Chaos Goblin,
Zero.
Dark Magician, Shooting Stars Rock, RGB Heatsink, Dr. Doser, Acid
RGB
Rain,
Heatsink.
a humble water filter salesman, Spoons. Let's see.
RGB Heatsink. Good job.
Thanatos, Super Bonchan, Most Tasteless, Eddie Chill. Who else do we got? Pot of Greed is here. L Style RPG is here. Free JT, how are you? Good to see you.
L Style RGB.
Good to have you all. Let's do some quick shout outs. It looks like we have beef. Thank you, because, and, you know, I pulled it pretty bad. Covering between work. You, because super chatter of the day with $2 is the beef, wishes you a speedy recovery, sire. Thank you, because I'm going to work out again supposedly tomorrow night. Today was actually my day off between workout days.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it will recover and I can work out tomorrow and I don't have to miss a day. But it is what it is. You know, I pulled it pretty bad.
Then you definitely won't be back tomorrow, King.
Oh my God, that really hurts. So
I know, supposedly.
you know,
Supposedly tomorrow.
Like I said, it sucks because I couldn't really get comfy trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Because it was if I moved the wrong way, it was pain. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Okay.
Okay. What's on everyone's mind today? I'm just curious how everyone's doing. And, you know, what you're up to. Like I said, we have a couple of gaming news stories we can cover today if we so choose. But I'm just curious what's on everyone's mind today. What's going on? Would Jasper get along with other cats? Probably not. The few that he's seen in real life, meaning cats at, like, the vet, cats that have been, like, neighborhood strays in the backyard, he sees them through, like, the back glass door. He doesn't react very well. He usually hisses.
What?
He doesn't react. Cats that have been, like, neighborhood strays in the backyard, he sees them through, like, the back glass door. He doesn't react very well. He usually hisses.
Okay.
Free JT, thank you for the first gifted membership of the day. I appreciate that, man.
That's what DSP does when he sees other people too. Like father, like son. They both hiss at people walking by. Okay, we are just not trying to talk today, are we? Here we go.
Are you?
I was
Good
going
to
to
see
test
it.
it, but no. Okay, fun show today, huh? I thought you had gaming news. Can we just start that?
What's up, Game Boy? Good morning. Good to have you.
There's one.
Good morning, Smug Man.
It's a dangerous one, though, because he said, "What's up, Game Boy?" We could have lost one "What's up" there. Let's go. Petchy says, "I used to be a weightlifter like you until I took a muscle pain to the knee." Cat would get the reference. Oh, I would get the reference, too. The gods gave you two hands, and you used them both for your weapon. I can respect that. That's my favorite one.
Cool, cool. Shall we talk quickly about some news stories?
Oh,
then?
please.
'Cause no
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
really
Go
tagging
ahead.
me and talking
Go
about
ahead.
anything.
Go ahead, please.
We have a couple things that have happened in the gaming news world today. This one's interesting. Okay, ready? Let's go over a couple topics. Ready? Here's the first. So,
Okay, let's see what AI has to say today.
you guys may remember a few years ago, a game called Pal World came out, and there was huge controversy because Pal World seemed to blatantly rip off Pokemon. Difference being that it made an open world MMO out of Pokemon. Well, Nintendo didn't like that. Now, Nintendo did not sue the makers of Pal World for IP infringement, but instead they sued them, claiming that they held patents to certain game mechanics, which is ludicrous. Like they were saying, oh, the idea that you can ride and a mount and fly and go over water is like we trademarked that or something.
Could you click your... Is DSP on... Oh, God, it'd be so awesome if he ever came up in today's news, where like he does for when he played the fucking GoldenEye. That'd be so awesome if he came up when he was doing it.
Something like that. So there is ongoing litigation between Nintendo and Palworld as Palworld continues to operate. It's been, what, over 2 years? So there you go. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This morning it was revealed there's a new game called Pikmin.
Whoa!
Would you like to see it?
Oh my god, they don't even care. Look at that.
Pikmin. It looks similar to something. I'm not sure what. I can't really put my finger on it. But it looks kind of similar to something.
That tail with the flame coming out is pretty bold, not gonna lie.
I've seen before. So we've got not Charizard, who is literally Charizard but a bird rather than a dragon.
I mean, they could have put the flame somewhere else. I mean, come on.
We've got literally the same Pokemon. Oh, excuse me. Pal with a chain gun, right? This is what Palworld did. It added guns and violence, essentially, to an MMO formula with Pokemon. See? So basically what they've done is they just copied the idea that Palworld had and kind of doubled down on it. What the fuck? Don't you know these ads they have on here?
Yeah.
They doubled down on it.
Oh, did he let his blue check mark lapse? Why is he getting ads? Do you still get that even if you pay now?
They basically said, we're just going to remake Palworld.
It was a chick. That's why he noticed the ad right here.
They doubled down on it.
See?
Basically said, we're just going to remake Palworld, but we're going to change the designs even more. Like, look, that's Link from Legend of Zelda riding the bird from Palworld. I'm not kidding. That's Link. It's actually
I don't
him.
think this looks to be a big release.
But that's Link. Okay? So they've done it again. It's another company this time. And they've again blatantly ripped off so many things from...
Yeah, it looks like a DSP thumbnail. It looks like a DSP thumbnail. I agree, casual slanderer.
Nintendo franchises and just taped them together. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look, Pikmin stole one of my designs. They stole a fan design. It's not even a Nintendo design. It was a fan design, apparently.
Okay. Well, as long as you're on top of this.
Look, there it is from, I guess, Reddit and an Instagram post, and it's in the game. And by the way, look, it's Roadhog from Overwatch. He's in it.
This is not a big game.
They
This
stole
is like
IP. Okay. They stole all these characters from all different people's ideas and just put it in. Look, that's Sarah Ledge. He's in it. So if
that's Sarah Ledge
already was angry about Palworld, how do you think they're
no
going to feel
cares.
about Pikmin?
Okay, move on.
And I guess the question is this now...
Well, you think it's going to be Game of the Year? Come on.
The start of opening of the floodgates.
Yeah, it is.
Of these companies just stealing other people's IP, an insane amount of like litigation and stuff that's going to get thrown around. But I mean, it's pretty blatant. I mean, Palworld was also blatant, but they tried to push it off as like, oh well, listen, it's an MMO. And there's guns and there's this combat and violence. It's not like Pokemon, right?
Oh.
This, like, literally, this is totally stolen. 100% everything is taken from other people. You can see just by looking at the pictures.
What?
This is 100% stolen from other people's ideas. Right? Like, look,
Serious?
that's Pikachu. Just recolored, but it's Pikachu. That's Lucario.
Well, there you go.
100%.
Good pull.
And this is a fan design stolen off the internet without permission. This is literally the guy from Palworld with the chain gun. Like, they didn't even try.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're going to see what happens. This is, I think, coming out next year. They said 2027. Will they even make it that far? Will they get sued into oblivion before then? I don't know. Nintendo
Fantastic
already
news
is
story.
suing and still suing the makers of Palworld. So what will happen with this one?
Check your notifications, King.
I don't know, but yikes, right?
Yeah, wait until he finds about Mugen. Yeah. He doesn't even know what that is, I'm sure. Velvet Raven says, good time to mention that narcissists have very weird relationship with their pets. See, I didn't know about that. I'll have to look into that. I never heard about that. But he definitely has a weird relationship with his pet, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
No, I think he does know about... I think he said Mugen is done. I can't remember about Mugen. Did he talk about that before? Oh, I forgot to do this. Check this out, guys. So watch this. I've done something. It's not done. This is a work in progress, okay? Work in progress, okay? But... teaming up with Pig Go. When I say teaming up, I mean kind of like doing it in a different way. We can now search like this I'll search Mugen, right? And it'll give you a random, a random response from that, okay? So this Pig Go Roulette, I call it, okay? Now this one is, see, it says Mugenics. That's not what we want exactly. But you can go to the right and scroll down for other ones and see if he ever talked about something. So he's talking about Mugenics a lot. It's in chronological order, so Mugenics a lot. Try this Mugenics game, Mugenics, checking out Mugenics. So it looks like it's all about Mugenics. So that one did work out exactly as I wanted, but it's still a work in progress, though. This one I do want to make public because, I want to be those cool guys that has a GitHub, but not yet, not ready yet.
One story that I have for today, but I do have another one. All right. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
EA, that's Electronic Arts, the humongous game publisher, this morning laid off tons of staffing across all the different Battlefield 6 studios. Okay?
What?
Includes DICE, Criterion, Ripple Effect, and Motive. Despite the fact that Battlefield 6 was the biggest launch in Battlefield history.
Here we go. Who got laid off?
EA reported record numbers of profits from the game because it outsold Call of Duty.
Killjoy.
They still laid people off.
Stream needs smack counter is our 5th ban.
Okay. So, interesting to just scroll down and read some of the takes because they're all pretty good. So, EA killed off multiple IPs and teams to bolster Battlefield. Then on top of that, they just lay off multiple devs once the crunch is complete. What terrible treatment for the people you rely on even to be in a company in the first place. Now, here's what's funny is if you scroll further down and you follow what's happened with EA over the last few months, just listen to this.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
In October, EA says a $55 billion take private won't result in immediate layoffs. EA employees are reportedly frustrated by a mandate to use AI, mocking the policy in Slack and suspecting it's being used as justification for layoffs. And then from January, more than 40 U.S. Democrats call for a thorough investigation of EA's Saudi-led buyout over risks of layoffs, studio closures, and coordinated anti-labor practices. And then they just laid everybody off.
Okay, well, if you keep reading, I'm not defending EA in any way, shape, or form, okay? But just letting you know that even the tweet he is referencing here says the likely reason is post-launch restructuring and resource realignment. That's what happens. When you release a game, you need less people to work on the game. That's just a fact. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but I'm just telling you that's probably what's happening here. But okay, go ahead.
So literally, the writing was on the wall. In October, they went partially private as Saudi Arabia bought a ton of the company. Then they instructed the employees to start using AI. They had everyone go 100% full-on game dev mode into Battlefield 6. They release it, they make a ton of money, and then they say, oh, well, we don't need anyone anymore. And because of the buyout, we need to lay off employees, so they laid everybody off who made Battlefield. Isn't that a great company to work for? I mean, definitely if I'm in game development, I got to go work for EA immediately, right?
It's probably good enough for your resume. You do it anyway, honestly.
Anyway, it's obviously just another symptom of the industry. That what's happened is video games and game development in general is no longer a process by which you can make good games or pieces of art. It's a process by which you pump out something. I mean, it could be good, it could be bad, right? It could be just a polished turd. But as long as it makes you some money, they don't care. Like, literally, the whole artistic end of game development seems to have come to an end when it comes to AAA anyway. Indies, not so much. Indies seem to still have their passion. But these big game publishers and developers, the AAA companies that used to be the big boys making the best games, don't really care anymore about what they put out. All they care about is the profits. So if it means we sell a big chunk of our company to the Saudis to make money, do it. Who cares if we lay off thousands of employees and people are now unemployed who are talented and who made the games that made us the money? We don't care because we made our profits. You know? Who cares if we tell everyone to use AI and that replaces people's jobs, right?
Philip, I seem to remember a certain thumbnail that you've used multiple times. You could pay people to make a thumbnail for you. What do we get? What do we get, Philip? Let's not pretend we hate AI now, okay? Come on.
It's ridiculous. That's the industry now. And again, it used to be like, You would aspire to work for the big guys. You want to go into game development. You want to get a degree. You want to be the best at your job so you can get hired by a big game publisher and be a part of a giant game with, job security. And now there's no such thing as job security whatsoever.
Teeling Soldier's correct. We're getting an AI rundown of the news with AI music behind him, with an AI thumbnail being used most of the time. An AI green screen. What else can we get AI in? But he uses it so shittily that it's so clear it's AI. Like, that's what I say. If you can use AI, it's very positive. You can make it seem like it's not AI, right? Then I think that's you're saving yourself some unneeded work, right? If you make AI look like it's not AI, right? But DSP is using AI in the most obvious way possible, and you can easily tell it is AI. Yeah, AI Light Show too, yeah.
In game development. In fact, I would argue you're probably more secure to have a job with an indie studio and hope that the game takes off rather than work for a big company. It seems like they just don't care about you. They just cut the cord. So, pretty messed up, right? Pretty dark times for modern games. It makes you want to wonder, why should you even support them? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, fuck them.
You got to wonder. Why spend your money and spend time playing a game like Battlefield 6 if you know that the people who worked hard to make it are unemployed now because the publisher is a greedy scumbag company who only care about money?
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And taking Saudi Arabian money at that, which just in itself, there's tons and tons of controversy around that fact. Okay? So, okay. That's our game news for today. Not very good, like I said. Pretty disappointing, pretty sad.
Pretty fun.
But, the thing is...
just to reiterate, I believe a certain Scopely was purchased by a Saudi Arabia company. In addition to that, a certain WWE was purchased by a Saudi Arabian company, I believe. Just get the facts straight. Okay, you know what I mean? Basically, everything DSP has spent money on is owned by a Saudi company. But anyways, moving on. Fun Young says, layoffs, hell yeah, we have content. Yep, damn right. Damn right. Come on. The Pasta Maker says, can VO Lady do a Time to Grave Dance voice clip? That's true. I need to get another set. I think that would be a good one, because he does do that enough to make it work. So I'll definitely add that to the list. Time to Grave Dance, and I need something for the battle, too. I'm write that down. Time to Grave Dance, and something about the battle. Okay, and I'll keep it going. Here we go.
Industry seems to be shifting. And
Saudi's got WrestleMania. Thank you, Jar Jar Binks, forever. I thought I'm not right on my facts there. Big ups.
Changing, right? Like right now, we have Bungie trying to push Marathon down everyone's throat, and the game isn't doing so well. But then we have an indie company releasing Slay the Spire 2, and they are destroying. In sales and people playing. So maybe things are changing, right? For sure. Maybe things are going in the right direction, and maybe it's time for a shift in attention and success.
Okay.
I chill. I answered that yesterday. I'm not interested in game development. I play games. I chill. I hang out with my audience. That's where I am at this point in my life. I have no desire to make a video game. Zero. No aspirations to be a game dev.
Ooh, 6th ban. What did they say? Why are you slurring your words? Was banned. Cute vampire. Unfortunate. Sorry, cute vampire.
Okay, so how's everyone doing? What's on everyone's mind this morning? Like I said, tag me in chat. Let's see what you guys want to talk about.
A Q&A already?
Yeah, I know that there's some toxic commando game coming out, but no one's really mentioned it. Like, we talked about it a couple months ago when we were looking at game release dates, and I put it on my calendar, and then recently I started talking about it, and no one even mentions it, so I'm not really too interested. No. We're going to be playing Slay the Spire tomorrow. Or Slay the Spire 2 tomorrow. We're going to see if it's any good. We're going to see if it's something that I like, that you like, we put into the schedule.
We're
going to try some indies tonight. We're going to see if any of those stick, right? And we're going to go from there. We also have other options like Pocopia or Pokemon Leaf Green or Fire Red. We have options. I don't know about this Toxic Commando game. What do I think games today are lacking? Passion. And you can tell. When you play a game like Marathon, and you start playing it, and you're like, okay, so it's passable. The game mechanics work. Okay. It's the same formula as all the other extraction games, right? But then you play it, you're like, so what's truly unique about this game? What stands out? What makes this game, you know, a reason to play? What's meaningful? What are you going to remember? And the answer is pretty simple. Nothing. It's a game that's created just to exist, so people will buy it and make the company money. There's nothing about Marathon that's, you know, breaking the mold, that's different, that's outstanding, that's memorable. It's just a game that exists to exist, so you can sink time into it.
Okay.
That's it. And that's what's the problem with the gaming industry today. We need meaningful experiences, unique experiences, things that stand out, things that are worth your time. Half the games out there are made literally only for profits and not to give you something meaningful to do. So why do they exist?
Every game needs to make money.
What's up, Faded Shadow? How you doing, man? Typical average gamer says there is actually some unique stuff at the end game of Marathon. Well, how many hours do you have to invest in it to finally get to the stuff that's considered meaningful, right? It's kind of like when I played Crizzle a few weeks ago. So Crizzle puts out a trailer. The trailer looks unique. There's all these unique enemies. There's abilities and everything. I played Crizzle for 3 hours, and none of that's present in the beginning of the game. It's just you kill the same enemy a zillion times, and then you run around and escape another enemy. That's the whole game. Boring. So why do you want me to stick around and play your game at length to find the good parts? No, you have to give me the good experience up front. So I know what's good about your game. It hooks me, and then I want to keep playing it. Not make me suffer through some slow build nonsense and never have any enjoyment and then wonder when the good part comes. That's not how a game's supposed to work. You know? Imagine if you booted up Super Mario Brothers and the first world, all you did was walk through the world and jump over 2 enemies, and then you did that for 3 hours.
Okay.
And then when you got to World 6, then all of a sudden, there's piranha plants, there's the fire flower power-up, there's platforming on the clouds, but none of that was present until World 6. World 1 through 5, were you just walking through the same area, jumping
platforming on the clouds
for 2 Goombas. It's like game developers 30, 40 years ago
that game-changing cloud mechanic. Remember
what
that?
they were doing. Game developers today don't have a fucking clue. They have no idea about pacing, writing, what makes a game catchy. They don't get it at all.
Catchy,
it's ridiculous.
Games need to be catchy. I've said that many times. Foil Grim Timmy says, I love when you do that hocus pocus to me. That is a song that I do not know, but that's a song, isn't it? Foil Grim Timmy. Were you saying the AI sounds like that? We're getting a lot of good songs today. The Pasta Maker says, no one tell Phil about the turnover in the TV, film, theater industry. People losing their jobs after a project wraps. Unbelievable. Yeah, he would love to hear about that. That gives more news topics to Pasta Maker. Big ups. Waffle Bunny says, fo shizzle. Oh, you talking about the Crizzle? Crizzle and the shizzle? What's up, my nizzles?
By the way,
Remember that bit?
Most tasteless. I apologize.
Okay, who cares?
Membership of the day, and we got a super chat. Can we get our first tip of the day?
Come on.
That would be awesome if we did.
Exactly. That is true, Lost Woods Wander. People don't remember.
Steamer did 100
NES had 100 good games and 700 games that are complete garbage. That is true. And that they were just put out as cheaply as possible to make money, by the way. Yes, that is true.
Stanley Steamer did 100 kicks. We got our first kicks of the day. Thank you, Stanley. Very good.
Oh, the Wii, too. Yeah, the Wii has so many bad games. Incredible.
Clout Siffler says the trailer is indicative of the whole experience, not the first 3 hours. No, but Clout, again. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying, okay? If you're going to play a video game, the whole idea of a video game is what? Escapism, right? The whole idea when you play a game is that you're escaping the mundaneness of your real life. You're trying to go into a world of fantasy. Now, there's many things you can like about a video game. Maybe it's the gameplay loop, maybe it's the world design, maybe it's the story, right? But the whole idea is you're escaping your real life, you're going into a realm of fantasy, and you're enjoying yourself with something that's outlandish and not blasé and normal and mundane that you already...
That is so fucking insane. No, that is not it. What? What the fuck is this? That's not true at all.
Enjoying yourself with something that's outlandish and not blasé and normal and mundane that you're already doing, because you're already surrounded by that, right? You want something fantastical, something interesting, right?
Yeah, good thing that the most popular games every year are sports games and war games that pretend to be realistic, by the way. But okay, yes, definitely. No one likes those.
If you start playing a video game, and for the first 3 hours, it just gives you the same exact gameplay, the same exact environments, the same exact enemies, the same exact thing. Don't you think that's a problem?
Okay.
Especially if the game does have better content to give you. Don't you think they should give you some of that content to hook you and say, hey, this is what's going to be good, even if it's just a taste of things to come? And they pace it so that you get a taste and then later it comes out in full force. Don't you think they should do that?
No.
And then a lot of games today have this problem. I've been mentioning games recently that long term, if you play through them, they're actually good. Most gamers don't have that level of attention span anymore. You know, they want to have some kind of hook early. Then you know what's good and what's coming, instead of just pacing it so poorly. And then you get bored. Do I want to slog through 20 hours of marathon before I get to the good part of marathon? No.
Isn't that having more passion, though? Like creating a piece of art, you don't worry about hooking people in the first 5 minutes. You let your art speak for yourself. And if someone doesn't want to stick along for the ride, fuck them. That's showing passion for your art, right? More than just saying to Netflix, we got to get an explosion in the first 5 seconds, right? I mean, that seems to be more passion than the other option, but okay.
20 hours of marathon before I get to the good part of marathon? No. Do I want to play 12 hours of Days Gone before we get past the intro where you're burning the zombie bases and you could finally get to the good story? No. I want to have fun stuff now. That's why I played a game where you're supposed to have fun.
Oh.
You understand? Like, it's almost like a lot of these games today think like gaming is your job. Now it is for me, but it's not for most people.
Okay.
Most people say, I want to unplug from my stresses in life and sit down and enjoy a game. Why do you think an indie game where the gameplay loop is a lot more narrow, the games are shorter and more focused, why do you think they're doing so much better today? Because right now you can open up Megabonk.
No, because the ease of release, it's never been, the bar of releasing a game has never been lower. So people can make games with way less money than they ever could before in the history of game making. But okay, yeah, continue.
You can start playing Megabonk, and immediately within a minute, you're playing Megabonk, and you're getting all of the gameplay loop of it, and you get it. Right? You see? You don't have to play 3 hours of Megabonk before the good stuff happens. It's already happening the moment you start playing it.
Yeah, but there's no depth there. Like, and you could love that thing and do it endlessly, but there's no depth to it either, right? That's like, for me, I got tired of it quickly. More quickly than Vampire Survivors, you know? Like, Megabonk was cool for a minute, and like, okay, I got it now, and I'm kind of done. So there's no depth that you get from other games that some might say AAA games can offer sometimes.
To play 3 hours of Megabonk before the good stuff happens, it's already happening the moment you start playing it.
Ten out of 10 writing in Megabonk. I know. That the twist at the end was incredible.
I'm not slurring my words. What are you talking about? I enjoy a band. I'm not slurring my words. Like I said, I'm tired today because I didn't get a great sleep. I hurt my leg before I went to sleep. Kept disturbing my sleep because I kept waking up in the middle of the night.
I'm not slurring, by the way.
With pain. And then I had to get up early because my wife got up early for work. So then I got up even earlier than usual. Like, I'm just, I need a coffee for sure. Before we start with Dragon Quest today, I'm going to go get a second coffee in me before we begin.
Oh, yeah. Load up, dude. Get nuts. Careful. Performance-enhancing caffeine. Come on, man. Take care of yourself, man. NW News says he's both a boomer and an iPad baby at the same time. That is a good comment, because he really is, isn't he? He needs instant gratification from everything. Oh, too stupid for the game just got banned. He needs instant gratification for everything, yet also has some kind of inherent love of the old, right? That is true. It's very weird. Everything was better in the past, but yet he wants instant gratification for every single thing. That's true. 666 Slatterman says, I'm late, but you got to watch Marathon Rap, all cope. Okay, we'll see what time we finish. I think we should have time, so that could be possible. Fulgrim Timmy says, not a true Roxette fan. No, I'm not. I've never been a Roxette enjoyer. I could check it out, though, but I can't even say I know a single thing they've done. Is that the song I said earlier? Chuck Berry says, my life is great and you're jealous. By the way, the whole and only point of the thing I do 6 hours a day is escapism to forget your life. Imagine thinking that's the deal, right? Imagine thinking that's what gaming is all about. I mean, it can be, but that's not at all, like, you want fantastical things in every fucking game? Oh, do I risk it? All right, I'll risk it.
In me before we begin.
Here we go. Let's risk it. Here we go.
The title says we're playing RimWorld. I'm sorry, guys, on Kick. Let me fix that. I guess once again,
25 seconds.
I must have forgotten to do it.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Let me fix it. I'm sorry.
He's dragging, guys.
Spidey, how are you today?
You're gonna say what's up?
Spidey, how are you today?
Spidey. Spidey makes me laugh because when I was doing that thing with Shannon Brand, when I was saying like, anyone want some fun with me and my grandpa, and that Spider-Man came up and said, I'm interested. That was so good. Oh, you're interested, Spidey. I'm interested. Let me find it. So funny.
Oh, if other people said something about it, I missed it. I didn't notice that. You guys on Kick need to tag me more often, because you don't tag me very much. And when you do, it's usually something stupid. Mm-hmm. So I end up missing it.
Here we go, right here. Tag me more when you're talking about serious things. Here it is. This is what I think. When I see Spider-Man, I can't help but think about this now.
Fish geckos! Is anyone interested in a experience tonight with two men? I'm interested. I thought you might be Spidey.
Oh, Spider-Man.
My cookies.
You choking on cum?
Carrier pigeon, please. Carrier pigeon.
Guys, easy. Have you already had some fun tonight, Spider-Man? It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like Dodo.
I had to have fun. I need more.
Greetings and salutations.
That's what we're here for. That's why I have my grandpa here.
What seemed to do?
Did you hear that, Grandpa?
Okay, we'll stop. Man, so good. I could like, it's like endlessly fun for me to do that stupid shit with Shannon Brand. Big ups, Casey. Thank you so much, Casey, for being a huge supporter of the show. You are a legend. This is special. Come on, give us a good one, please.
It's not worth a diddly dookie dump. It's completely and utterly fucking worthless.
That wasn't the best, but you're a legend. Thank you.
Any plans to play Monster Hunter Stories 3? No. Monster Hunter is just a franchise that has not really worked for me. So many years ago, I bought a Nintendo
Here we
3DS
go.
that had a built-in capture device. Okay, I thought this was going to be something special for my content because not a lot of people were doing 3DS capture at the time. The device was quite expensive, and I started doing playthroughs such as Tomodachi Life. I did Pokemon.
Who can forget?
Pokemon, I think it was like Moon or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Moon.
I can't remember exactly specifically which ones it was. So then people were like, oh, well, why don't you play Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter is very popular on the 3DS. Now, I knew nothing about Monster Hunter, and I said, I'd give it a shot. So we bought it and started playing it, and everyone was like, well, this is boring. Like, what do you mean? Well, you have to keep going to fight monsters repetitively to grind for ingredients. And you have to keep going to the same areas and fighting the same monsters, and that's not very fun. And I was like, well, that's the game. Like, that's the loop. That's what you have to do. So people didn't like it, and within a couple of streams, we dropped it and never played it again. Then years later, everyone tried to convince me to play Monster Hunter World. And I said, well, let's try the demo. So I played the demo co-op with some, moderators at the time.
Uh-huh.
The
Who was
entire
that?
stream says, wow, this is boring, because number one, you're only communicating with your moderators, not with us, because you have a team and you need to communicate with them to take down these monsters. And then, on top of that, the game is boring.
Okay. Definitely sounds real, and everyone said that. Need to ask Doomer Ziggy this real situation on that one. You're doing co-op game. Of course you talk to the co-op. Who's going to complain about that?
Gameplay loop's not very interesting.
He wasn't even talking to chat at that point.
So I said, oh, okay, well...
Yeah, well, hold on. What year was this? He wasn't even talking to chat at that point at all. He was just pretending they didn't exist. That's what he did when he was doing the Pokemon, too.
It's boring. The gameplay loop's not very interesting. So I said, oh, okay, well, then I won't play Monster Hunter World. So I skipped it. And then a few years later, another Monster Hunter game came out, and I tried the demo, and the same thing happened. And then last year, the latest Monster Hunter came out, and I tried the demo, and the same thing happened. Like, I can't make this up. I keep trying to play Monster Hunter, and every time I do, people say it's boring, they don't like it, and then I don't play it.
Okay.
Okay? So in the case of this Monster Hunter Stories, I'm well aware. I think this is a more narrative-based Monster Hunter. It's not really the gameplay loop of regular Monster Hunter. But if people already think that world is boring, then why would you think the story of the world is more interesting? Right?
Well, there's no game between Worlds and Wilds.
That's why I've just kind of stayed away from it. It's not that I haven't tried it. I absolutely have over the years. It's never worked. I mean, I even tried it last year with the newer audience, and it still didn't work. So that's why I stay away from Monster Hunter, at least for now.
The newer audience. You know what that means. Toxic audience. Tommy's right. He said he wants the version of Marathon where you pull to get the 6-star gun that auto-wins every engagement. Yes, remember, the game he has spent more money and time on than any other. The game he has spent the most time and money on is a game in which he has a 99% win percentage. That tells you everything you need to know about what he wants in a game. 99% win percentage? How fun is that? How could that be fun? And that's what he spent most of his money on.
Okay.
And if he's not going to win, you can just unplug. That's what DJ Gamebox said.
Has tipped me $1, says the beef is on Fallout 4 again. Would you like to know if you would ever return to these types of games again? Sure. The thing is, we just played Fallout 4 a couple years ago. If you remember, when the Fallout TV series first released, season 1 that is, they basically redid Fallout 4, and I played it then. So we did a playthrough of it at that point, and I wouldn't play Fallout 4 again now. Now the thing is, I've thought about going back and either doing a playthrough of Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I guess it would be 3 would be the one that makes more sense, because I haven't played Fallout 3 in many, many years. And I thought, oh, this would be great for, do some of the DLCs and stuff or whatever. However, there keeps being...
It's just random sound effects. Just ignore what he's saying. Listen to the animation. It's just random.
3 or New Vegas. I guess it would be 3 would be the one that makes more sense, because I haven't played Fallout 3 in many, many years. And I thought, oh, this would be great for, do some of the DLCs and stuff or whatever. However, there keeps being rumors.
It's just a random pack of sounds.
That they're remaking Fallout 3. That there's going to be a new version and a new game engine and all this stuff tweaked, right? So, the thing is, I could play Fallout 3.
Let me see if I can find it. Last time I could find out where he did the kick animation, just from looking into the first result of YouTube. Let's see if I can do the same here.
With mods, that would probably make it look like a modern game and play better and everything. But if they're going to make a new version, this might end up the same situation of what happened with Oblivion, where I do a full playthrough of Oblivion, and then a year later, they remake it and release it. Like, oh.
Okay.
Damn it. So the rumor persists
that
Fallout 3 is going to be remade, and that's why I've stayed away from replaying it. However, as of now, they just haven't re-released it. So maybe the rumor isn't true. Don't know.
Okay. This is the first result. It is? Dude, it is! It is! It is! It is! It's the first one! Okay, look. It's the same! I told you.
Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I guess it would be 3.
Okay, that's the first sound. Here we go. First sound is this. Oh, see, is that? Hold on, let me go again.
It would be the one that makes more sense because I haven't played Fallout 3 in many, many years. And I thought, oh, this would be great for,
Does he say that?
you know, do some of the DLCs and stuff or whatever. However, there's
maybe not the same one.
being rumors that they're remaking Fallout. So
anyways, you get the
year
point.
over shit. However, as of now, they just haven't re-released it. So maybe the rumor isn't true.
It's
Don't
the same
know.
5 sounds, just a different order. That's not an L.
Now, New Vegas, I've played many, many times over the years. I would consider playing it again, but probably not the next one.
That's
like,
not
I think
an
I'm gonna
L.
play Fallout 3 first because I haven't played that one in a longer period of time. So.
He just got a different
Okay,
video. There's like 10 of those videos.
Ref fan for life. Oh, no, Ref fan for life did a $2 super chat saying, "Why are you drunk on a Monday afternoon?" I'm not. I'm tired. Like I said, I did not get a great night's sleep as a result of being in pain.
Oh yeah.
And then getting my sleep interrupted multiple times.
I'm not drunk,
So,
by the way.
There's a difference between being, you know, drunk and tired, and I am pretty tired.
Not drunk, just tired. Take that,
They are
Charles.
remaking the God of War trilogy, so I'll probably wait and play that when it releases. Play that.
I don't care.
Can I type? Yes, I can. There you go. Idea. We talked about it, but we're doing Nothing Bunt Cakes tonight.
Oh, great!
Which is a chain of bakeries
Oh my
that
God.
make these specialty gourmet bunt cakes, and my wife and I are going to order a few of them. And on the late stream tonight, after we try some indie
Oh,
games,
mama.
we're going to
You-
be trying
can't
some
wait
of
for
the
that.
bunt cakes, taste testing them. I just drink filtered water. This is from my pure water filter from my fridge. This is what I drink every day. And this iron flask, that's the name of the company here. Great. The water stays cold all day long. This is a really good thermos.
Oh my
So if you're looking
God.
for a good brand, iron flask is very, very good. I
Oh,
recommend
easy.
them.
Easy,
But that's
Shell.
what I drink all day. No carbonation, no sweetener, nothing. Just plain filtered water. Stop spamming my chat with that disgusting stuff. You know I'm not going to talk. Super Bonchan, could you please stop spamming my chat with that disgusting stuff you know I'm not going to talk about? Just cut it out. Like you... No iron flask, water stay day, and this is drink
I'm trying
filtered water. This is from my...
Now, thank you. Now, may you please congratulate Ethan Ralph on getting a blowjob live on stream this morning. So apparently Ethan Ralph did that.
That's good filtered
I don't know
water.
if that's true. But...
Stuff you know I'm not going to talk about. Just cut it out.
What's your bro?
Like, you know better, and you're trying to, like, get my attention, and, you know, just stop. It's very immature.
It's your bro,
All
man. What's up? It's your bro.
I'm trying to be nice, all right? You know, I'm not in the mood today. I'm in pain. So I'm just trying to be nice. Please
It's your
stop.
bro, dude.
Bananas help with muscle pulls and soreness. Sadly, I don't have any bananas.
It's your bro.
Do I drink hot chocolate? Very rarely.
Oh,
I
she's
like hot
she's
chocolate.
an ex-corn star, says Terrius Gaming. I trust. So there we go. Ex-corn star. Did that happen on stream? There we go. In case you didn't know. NW News says, amazing, a 300-pound land whale can wake up early for work. Not sure what that is.
But I don't drink sugary stuff.
I know what you mean. I don't drink sugary stuff.
Spidey says, would you consider doing a full playthrough of any of the retro games you played recently for the marathon? Oh, it's up to you guys. Like, we're almost done with Ninja Gaiden. We have like one stage left and then the final boss. But the trick is, if you don't one-shot the final boss, you have to start back at 6-1 and go through all of the stages in a crazy marathon. So I do one day want to beat Ninja Gaiden so I can say that I beat it. Okay? Outside of that, it's really up to you guys. All right, this guy just earned a ban. Goodbye.
That was too
We're
stupid
gonna
for
get
the
a new
game.
one that actually we're gonna try. Like I think there's like a lemon fruit cake.
Okay.
There's like a carrot cake. There's a chocolate cake. There's a red velvet cake. There's like a ton, like strawberry cake. So we're gonna decide today what we want. We don't know yet. And the problem is from what we saw, you can get a variety pack, but the variety pack is already pre-packed and you can't pick what you want. So you're limited to whatever's already in the pack. Or you can get the slightly bigger ones, not the small minis, but like the mid-size ones. Then you can pick what you want. So we're thinking of picking what we want. That way we can get the flavors we want to try.
Yeah, you don't want those nasty flavors. A king does not live with pride if his queen doesn't devour. That's a Game of Thrones quote. Fits perfectly for the situation, though. Big
I
ups,
would
Bad
say...
Dragon.
Okay.
Okay. What's the question?
What's my favorite soda?
Oh, God. Oh, what's my favorite soda? I'm imagining he's going to say... my guess for him is going to be... I haven't drank it in 1,000 years. But I would say my favorite soda is Sprite. I'll say Sprite. Okay?
I would say... Okay. It's either Dr. Pepper or it's like a really good root beer. When I say root beer, I mean like maybe one of the craft root beers you can get that's not like a nationwide chain.
Absolute
but
L.
instead, like a more like locally brewed thing. I really do like root beer.
Locally brewed root beer? I'm looking for locally brewed root beer. What kind of hipster shit is that? I want locally brewed root beer. I don't want your A&W nonsense. I want locally brewed.
But instead, like a more like locally brewed thing. I really do like root beer, but I think that the ones like A&W or what's the other one? Mug?
I want locally brewed.
I don't like them that much. I like the ones like you could go somewhere and get one that they make, you know, at like a pub or a restaurant. They're like, oh, we have our own craft root beer. Usually those taste great.
They do, but I mean...
So I would say either root beer or Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper a lot. It's just very unique, the flavor. I think it's actually better than cola flavor.
31 flavors, dude. Whatever. How many is there? 31 flavors?
I use the Pure Water filter. PUR is the name of the brand. That's the brand that we use here. Big Red, RC, or Mr. Pip. I don't think I've ever had Big Red. RC Cola I used to drink when I was a kid. My great aunt used to get RC Cola all the time.
That's the cheap one.
So I would probably pick RC Cola there. Cherry Dr. Pepper? You know, I think I've rarely ever had Cherry Dr. Pepper. I probably would like it, but I don't think I really had it.
Remember Diet Coke with lemon? That was hype. Diet Coke with lemon. Used to suck those things down.
Nope, never heard of Diamond Not Root Beer Bavelines. Never heard of it. Nah, Barks again. I don't like the big chain root beers. You know what I mean? Like the big brands. They're just not very strong. I like strong flavor. And usually it's the more crafted, the root beers that are more local stuff, they taste better. Soup Eater, there's no A&W here. There was one that was a combo restaurant with something else, and it closed. So I never got to try it. There's no A&Ws out here, like restaurants, to try.
Briscoe's hype. Big ups, Johnny Rico. Says Crimson Diamond he's going to be fun. He looks like Luke Stevens says it's an anti-yellow paint game after he tried it. Oh, that'll be fun, man. Maybe we'll get back in the Twitter algorithm with that. Luke Stevens, by the way, is always throwing in the DSP lore. If you ever watch him for a while, you'll see. He always talks about him. He clearly is a detractor, but not willing to fully accept it. He just knows the lore and brings it up every once in a while. He knows his stuff, though.
Cream
I can
soda
tell.
versus root beer? Nah, root beer. Cream soda's all right, but it's very sweet. A lot of cream sodas are overly sweet. I prefer root beer. Get ready for some Dragon. We're going to start it in about 10-15 minutes. Let's okay. Oh guys, let's up to start. See, yeah, I need coffee. Oh man, I need coffee. I'm like I said, I did not get a good rest last night. Pulled the leg. I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad. And damn, that really sucks. And then I tried to go to sleep, and I was like, I couldn't get comfy in bed because of the pain of the leg. Then this guy woke me up early because my wife got up early to go to work, and of course Jasper wakes me up way early, and it's an hour earlier already because of daylight saving time, and then waking up again early is like, oh, sucks.
Rough life. It's a cat, by the way. You can close the door. You know how many times I've taken Yakuza out the door when I'm sleeping, and I pick him up. Now, the one that Yakuza does is screams for food, even though he already got food. He's like, that wasn't enough for me. So I pick him up, put him outside the door, close the door. End of story. I go back to sleep.
Line says Diamond Knot is a brewery out of Everett, and they're distributing the root beer to various restaurants.
He'll get over
That's
it.
Cool. Probably try it.
I'm so
yes,
cruel.
Rose Diamond says, did you see that Fallout has limited edition sodas? Yes. We saw them at Costco, but we didn't buy them because we don't drink soda. You know what I mean? Like, I easily could have bought the box, but the thing is, at Costco, it's a giant box. It's like 16 sodas. It's like, well, I just want to taste test one of each for like a DSP tries it. What am I going to do with the rest? Because we're not going to drink them. I don't drink soda, neither does my wife.
Oh
so
my God,
if we buy them,
yeah.
we're just going to throw them all out. So that's why we didn't buy them. You know, when it comes to DSP tries it, if I order the McDonald's, I'm still going to eat some of the McDonald's for dinner. Yeah, some of it will go to waste, but I'm going to eat a lot of it for dinner, right? With this nothing bunk cakes, sure, I'm not going to just sit here and eat all the bunk cakes back to back, but we'll pick at them over the course of the week and we'll have a good amount of them, right? If I buy a giant case of sodas at Costco, we're just going to get rid of them. We're not going to drink them, you know? I'd probably try one of each. My wife would probably have a sip of each one to test, and then we throw them all out because we don't want to drink soda.
Right, definitely.
What is it, Jasper Kitty? In here's different. It's a different design than the old. What it is, he used to jump on my chair. He can't jump on this chair. It's different. It's a different design. He's staring at me. You know what? Like
You're welcome. Matt Ice says, I don't remember Jones Soda. I miss Jones Soda. That was kind of the glass bottle. I never bought them, but I did see them. I never bought them, though.
Why don't I do Pacopia? It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I wouldn't. There doesn't seem to be desire for it that much. Like I said, we were going to play it. Then we watched the trailer. Here he comes. And the trailer just didn't seem very good. The trailer seemed like it was a very kiddie game, and there wasn't much that would be interesting for the audience. You know? It seemed more like Dragon Quest Builders than Animal Crossing, which probably wouldn't work for my streams. So because of that, we said, don't play it. Then all of a sudden, the reviews came out stellar, and we were on the fence about it again. But now Slay the Spire is killing it. I think we want to try that first. So Slay the Spire is tomorrow. We'll see how Slay the Spire 2 does. If it does well, we'll probably actually play it as a playthrough. If it doesn't do well, or, maybe there's desire, maybe we'll try Pacopia. It's not that I'm refusing to play it. I told everyone I would play it.
Is Slay the Spire just going to be him looking at chat telling me what to do?
How old is Jasper?
Right?
Between
Oh, God! God damn it. How about his claws?
Have I tried asking him? Yes, I have. Sadly, he's in here. $5 super chat. He says, for Jasper, you buy Jasper treats with this? We did. We bought him a whole pack of broths. He really likes like liquid treats. Like if you buy him anything that has chunks of food in it, he won't eat it. But if you buy him liquid treats, he loves them. So we bought him these broths.
Yes.
That have like chunks of meat in it, but it's mostly like gravy or broth. And he licks all of the liquid out of it completely. And he'll eat like one piece of meat, and then he walks away.
Broths? What's that?
Well, we bought him a big couple multi-packs, so he has like 6 different flavors, and he loves them.
Broths? What the fuck is a broth? I've never seen a broth snack. I mean, like wet food?
How often does Jasper go to the vet? Once a year for a checkup. Once a year for the checkup and all of that.
If they ask for anything else, I tell them to go fuck themselves. Broth.
Luckily for us, like I said, in the past couple of years, there's only had to be one visit that was unscheduled, and that was for his urinary tract issue that he's had on and off his whole life. And the vet that we took him to was actually a very good vet. that helped us out, explained the situation, had us change his diet, and he literally hasn't had the problem in 2.5 years.
Anything
and
about the blood?
About finding the right vet that actually cares and will help you rather than the vet that just wants to take your money. And we finally found a good one. And now he's healthy and happy. So.
How about the blood check-in?
He's not going to get along with other animals. But we don't know. He's the kind of cat, he's an only pet. He's not going to get along with other animals. But we might, long term, maybe get some more pets. We don't know. Maybe we'll get a dog. Maybe a cat and a dog. Don't know. This is where we live. The community is very, very dog friendly. There's a dog park behind us. Everyone here has dogs, walks their dogs. The dogs interact and play with each other. So, having a dog would probably be pretty appropriate for where we live. So we'll think about it.
Appropriate? Having a dog would be appropriate for my living situation. Thank you. We've decided we would like an animal that would be in our care. I believe you guys call it a pet. We've decided in our living situation that a dog would be very appropriate. He can't take care of a cat. He should not get a dog.
Yes, we have a cat tree. We used to have 2 cat trees. Okay, one of them we had in the upstairs nook of our bedroom because our bedroom has this giant area that kind of goes off of the side of the room where you could store stuff. There used to be like an office there when we moved in and we cleared it out. So we had 1 cat tree there, and we have 1 cat tree downstairs in our front hallway. Okay? He almost never used them. All these years, he's like ignored them. Then all of a sudden, in the last couple of months, he actually started sleeping in the cat tree downstairs.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We want to have like a use for each area rather than having to actually clean it up and utilize the space properly. Rather than have entire empty rooms we don't use for anything, we want to have like a use for each area. So that's what we're working on right now this year. And like I said, one room we want to have like a workout room with maybe a weight machine, and then another room we could have as something else. We're trying to set them all up. So
must be very hard. Those kids running around. Oh yeah, they don't have those. Elite Gaming Terror Task Force says, I've started to theorize that he smacks his lips so much to activate the microphone inside of his skin suit. Oh, it's like a voice-activated thing?
Fancy Feast Gravy Lovers. I wonder what it is that we got him. I don't know what we got. My wife ordered it.
My wife ordered it. Not for me.
I'd have to look.
15, 20.
I had a few drinks. We played Bucks. How was the Retrothon? It was good. It was chill, relaxing fun.
It was good.
I had a few drinks. We played 10 different games. It was a fun time. But the feedback I got overall is that when I do a marathon, people want to know what I'm going to be doing ahead of time so they know when to show up so they can see what they want. And these last couple of marathons have been more interactive marathons where people voted. And because of that, people never knew what was going on, and they were disappointed if they didn't get to see what they wanted or if they missed what they wanted to see. So the next marathon, I'm going to determine what I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay it out ahead of time so everyone knows what to expect.
Laying down the law. He's putting his hoof down. Tired of it.
What we're doing is my birthday marathon. Then we might take a break from the marathons until the Indivestance Day, which will be July 4th. And then we'll see if we want to do another one before the October Halloween event. Like I said, I think we'll be doing them too often.
So I guess you guys are right. Someone guessed, is the marathons going to slow down? And I guess they definitely are.
Is if I do the marathons too often now, they don't really have as much meaning behind them anymore, especially if we're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Should we just do one quick?
Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got. You get some bitch on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she with.
That's the longest one. We haven't heard it yet. The 10th ban has happened. It'll come in down the pipeline here shortly.
It doesn't really work that way. What I think what we need to do is try to make them more scarce so that way they feel more special, you know? And that's the problem is I kind of made them monthly things and now they don't feel as special anymore.
That was the longest one here. I think...
Someone tipped $2 talking about post-nasal drip. Yes, I still have it. You don't hear it that much because I mute it. Like, no exaggeration, you probably haven't heard me snort on a stream in a while because I have this. I'm trying to mute, snort, all that stuff so that it doesn't come out in the content. All right? And I hope that my content has been sounding a lot better now that I can do this easily. Very, very useful. Like I said, this Roll and Bridge cast, like night and day. It's great stuff.
Yeah, it's a mute button.
I still have it. It still bothers me, but I tried to mute it so you don't really hear it anymore.
It's a mute button. That's the thing you have to buy a $300 audio interface to get. Just so you know. Dog would mean more break time excuses. That is true. But the dog could not be in that office because DSP would not be a good dog trainer, I don't think. I think he just gets frustrated too quickly and say, fuck it. I don't think he'd be a good dog owner. I just do not think so. Sometimes you got to train dogs, you know. A cat, you kind of let do whatever they do their own thing, right? But a dog, he would not be good with that. I don't think. 666 Minion says, admits to wasting food, won't use money on blood work. Obviously not, just Jasper. And NW News says, we had to take Jasper's shoelaces last week. Like it's punishments. Yeah, Jasper, no shoelaces for 2 weeks.
I tried to mute it so you don't really hear it anymore.
But yeah, I don't think the dog will be allowed in the office ever because he'd chew the wires and you have to, it would be a nightmare. And there, can you imagine a puppy over there? Oh my God, could you get the puppy keeps pissing inside? He's already 6 weeks old. Why is he pissing inside? I thought dogs pee outside, It would be a nightmare.
The band Pearl Jam, I thought they were all right. Pearl Jam. There's a couple songs there that are good.
Huh? He's still peeing inside. What? Dumb shit.
Can I mute the lip smacks? No, because the lip smacks are not prominent and aren't too bad. I know because I've listened back to my own shows and podcasts listening for it, and I do hear them, but they're not terrible.
Oh,
the lip
shoot, I
smacks are
got
happening
you.
because I changed the technology.
I got you now. Here we go.
For it, and I do hear them, but they're not terrible. The lip smacks are happening because I changed the technology I use for my microphone.
So it got worse.
Okay, it used to be the microphone would mute certain sounds up to a certain level. It would try to isolate voice and mute all the sound around it.
Okay.
Now what the microphone does, it just has everything at a low level, and it tries to heighten the level of the voice. It's the opposite technology, and this is the new thing that everyone is using.
No.
Okay? It's the new technology that's just the thing that they're going to perfect. It's going to become better over time, for the record.
What the fuck are you talking about? An expander that has been within OBS since they included filters for audio? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, it is. So as I use this technology, it's going to sound different. So I started using this Roland Bridgecast.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear a little bit of smacking of my lips or whatever, and that's fine. It's okay. It's not actually that distracting or annoying. I know because I've listened back.
And
it's
I can
only
judge
those
it.
who are obsessive people who, can't stop focusing on things that would notice it more than others. More normal people would just hear it every once in a while, be like, it's not a big deal.
Okay. I like it's the opposite technology. What does that mean? You mean the compressor as opposed to expander?
What was my go-to album as a young DSP who just got his driver's license? Hold on.
The Darkness.
So when I was 16...
I believe in a thing called love.
And I just got my driver's license. That would have been 1996. Man, I don't remember what was out in 1996.
What did you like?
What album?
I can remember very clearly what I liked when I was that old. Everyone does. You don't have to know the exact thing. Just say, what did you like?
I'd have to look it up.
What
I'd have to look
did
up the
you
music in
like?
96 and tell you what CDs I owned. I don't remember.
Oh my God. What did you like?
All right, so FYI, we're going to end the morning show in just a minute.
He was born in 1982, so he should be, he means 1998, by the way.
Then I'm going to go grab a coffee, and we're going to get set up for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Guys, can we get some early support for Dragon Quest right now? Let's go. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some kicks.
Yeah,
let's get some
come
subs,
on.
and let's get some tips right now for the return of Dragon Quest VII. When I wasn't playing it, people were coming by saying, where is it? And I said, sorry, we're focusing on Resident Evil this week. Okay? Let's get through this game, play it a lot this week, so we can get back to our regularly scheduled stuff next week. We're there. We made it. So now let's go.
Okay.
Let's
now we can get money again.
Support going for the turn-based RPG fun today. And we've got a troll sub. Thank you so much to the mentally deficient. Appreciate that.
Very dented thing to do. You make him right when you do that. Phil Fresh Lesbian Hair Cologne. That's Matthew Chin has a good point here. The sort of intelligent way he talks makes me feel he grew up in a well-to-do or wealthy family. He did get everything when he was younger, and he never truly grasped the concept of money, seeing that he never really had to earn it in his life because he came from a wealthy background. No, he wasn't wealthy. But what it was he was spoiled. And I think that can do the same thing you're speaking of, though, Matthew, right? Because if you're spoiled, you also don't value money at all because you get whatever you want. And that's what I think his issue was. So he was the kind of brat kid, had no friends, and got everything he wanted, right? I don't think his father was wealthy, Smooth Code. I don't think that's the case. But they definitely got whatever he wanted. Let's put it that way, right? And that nothing was ever denied. He was never denied anything, and that could skew how you think about the world, right? Clearly. But it's only child syndrome, yeah. So even if you're not that rich, if you only have one kid, it's easier, right? I would say, I'm trying to think what I liked. When did Load come out? I think that might have been Load was my introduction into like guitar-based music, and then I found the Iron Maiden Live After Death tape under my uncle's couch, and that changed my life, that tape. I'll never forget it. You know what a tape is?
Friendster, you are lucky. You got that mentally deficient sub. Congrats. Good for you. There you go. All right. Shall we end the morning show?
Yes, we should, please.
I think we should end the morning show. I'll run and grab my coffee, and then we'll start up with Dragon Quest. Now, since tomorrow we are trying Slay the Spire 2 for the very first time, I'm again opting to do a morning show since this is a shorter intro, and it allows me to play more of the game that we're focusing on for that afternoon. So tomorrow, expect a morning show and Slay the Spire 2 premiering. All right? The podcast won't return until Wednesday. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the DSP Morning Show. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. For the record, guys,
what could this be?
I haven't mentioned this almost at all. I don't think.
Okay, we're gonna beg for something. Let's play a game. What are we going to beg for now? I am guessing that we are going to beg for kick support. Did he say it? Oh, badge deal. Aaron Byers is on it. It's got to be badge deal. You're right. Here we go. Guys, I haven't mentioned this in so long. Here we go.
I even did. So the morning show I like doing, but I don't really have anything for it. Like, I don't have any intro for it. I don't use it
we're all
for
felted.
It, outro, nothing.
We're all
if anyone
felted.
ever wanted to work on something like that, I'm willing to look at submissions. If someone wanted to say, hey, I got some stuff I could throw together and would be cool on your morning show. Like right now, I have intros, outros for the podcast. But
let me get this straight. So DSP is looking for talented people to put together intros and outros for him, in which he will then look at and decide is good enough for the show. I wonder if there's any talented people that might be interested in putting together intros and outros for him. You could include whatever you wanted in there, little secrets, Easter eggs. I mean, this is what DSP's asking for. I don't know. Anyways, let's go.
Wanted to say, hey, I got some stuff I could throw together and would be cool on your morning show. Like right now, I have intros, outros for the podcast.
So
but
what?
I haven't had anything for the morning show, and I don't have the ability to make it myself. So if anyone's interested, have at it. I'd be willing to take a look at submissions.
Okay, great.
And thank you in advance to anyone who does. Not saying that I need it or anything. I think the morning show's fine without it, but I'm just throwing that out there. Okay?
Thank you. The Skyrim one is the best. Skyrim 1 fucking rocks. That was the fucking best. It's like 4 minutes long. It talks about maybe having a accidental ban. That fucking rocks.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to run and grab a coffee. And then we're going to get set up with Dragon Quest, okay? So let's just chill. I'll just leave it like this for a sec. I'll be right back, and then we will begin. Here, I'll put the music up. Be right back.
Oh, God! Jesus Christ!
Believe it or not, Bill isn't on stream. Please leave a message in the chat. I went for a walk, or I'm using my phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not on stream.
Here comes Grandpa! Grandpa, we just put you to bed! Why are you coming back down again, Grandpa? Well, you know you can't have caffeine this late.
I'm back. Okay.
Grandpa!
Let's get set up for Dragon Quest, everybody.
Oh my God, he didn't turn it down yet! He didn't turn it down! Grandpa! Grandpa!
Okay.
We can't hear you! Turn up the hearing aids!
Well, I certainly hope that we can get some people back for this playthrough. I'm nervous.
Grandpa!
We were doing good. You know, we really were. The playthrough had actually gotten a good following.
What?
Of people who were here to chill and support it.
You need a
and then we didn't
pill?
play it for a week and a half. And there's
Take
not much
your
that could be
pill!
done. A big high-profile new release came out.
Yeah?
Everyone wanted me to focus on that release. So I did.
What?
Looks like my capture device malfunctioned. That's great. I might have to restart it. We'll see. Nope, it worked. This must have had an issue. So it is what it is. You know, we played Resident Evil. Everyone loved the fact that I played it as much as I did. I feel like if I
Everyone loved it?
the way that I did, people
Loved
would have been very
what?
disappointed. So I'm glad that we did as much of it as we did, and we beat it in a week. But that meant that games like Hollow Knight and Dragon Quest had to wait.
What?
Sorry. People are like, oh, the music's too loud. You're right. It wasn't even supposed to be on. I forgot to pause it.
Okay. Thank God.
So now...
What were you saying?
We're coming back. And I'm hoping that we will have some attention on it and people will chill and hang out.
Nah. I don't think so. Okay, quick pull. Who that was?
All righty.
Gangrel. Good pull. 5-star.
Get comfy here.
Get comfy here. No, NW News says, Mr. Back in my day can't remember his favorite music, but because he didn't have any passion for anything, so he really doesn't remember music. I don't know why. But for some reason, like, music is not in his memory banks, where it seems to be a normal thing for people to remember, but he really doesn't care about music. He never can remember things from that. He remembers food, and that's it. Mechanic Drew said if DSP had a dog, it would stay with Cat, and they would go through tons of peanut butter, and DSP would be cucked by a dog. Oh, God, please. I'm booing you on that one, Mechanic Drew. God. Jesus. Get him out of here. Ban him. Chunky or smooth? Chunky. Clearly, chunky. Chunky's the way.
All right, ready? Here we go.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Boom. That is it. We had a hot start. But unfortunately, that is the stop the count call. Let's see what we got. Smooth Code asked for 29 bans. Let's see what we get. Here we go. We're going up. Are we going up enough? I don't think so. We got to 12. So successful day, 12 but not quite the 29 that Smooth Code, the current king, asked for. But nonetheless, it was successful. I will finish the recap for the night stream if you're interested in sticking around for a little bit. If you're not, I'll be back tomorrow. We will be doing a full lore stream on Thursday morning, okay? So starting definitely early on Thursday, because I can't do one Saturday night again this week, but I will do one on Thursday, and that will be DSP versus Yellow Paint, okay? DSP versus Yellow Paint Thursday morning. But we'll be back tomorrow anyway. But anyways, let's go.
Wow. Welcome back. It's been a bit. And what I mean by that is...
What?
It's
We
been
can't
about
hear
2
you
weeks
again.
Since we last played Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Yeah, I'm almost back. No point.
The reason for the delay is that a huge, high-profile release in Resident Evil Requiem came out. Of course, everyone wanted to see me play the hot new game.
Can't hear
ya.
ya.
To try to beat it in as quick of a time as possible. So this game, along with a couple others, kind of went on hiatus.
This super chat said, Pocopia is doing massively bigger numbers than Slay. I kind of want to hear how he handles this.
We won't know for a while. Play it now. Release big. Channel Anger.
I want to hear what he says, how he handles that one. Because that is true.
Amber
Much bigger
Heard's
audience,
turned to the
right?
$2 super chat saying Pocopia is doing bigger numbers than Slay the Spire 2. You don't know that. There's no way you could know that because Nintendo does not release sales numbers. What we know is that right now, Slay the Spire 2 is doing between 300 to 500,000 simultaneous Steam players at all times. We have absolutely no clue how Pocopia is done yet. We won't know for a while till Nintendo actually releases sales numbers. So that's just a false narrative you're spreading.
Okay.
The Banks of the Nihil,
Well,
even
that's
though
it.
it wasn't doing well.
Uh-oh.
Then all of a sudden it was basically...
I think we're going to beg here.
Easy peasy.
Spidey says this game has tons of post-game content. Will you do any of it? I don't know. That's really dependent on you guys. It's like I've said previous, right?
Uh-oh.
Basically, if people show up, engage, and support with the game, I'll do content. I'll do as much as you want. Sadly, with this playthrough, it had been underperforming. It had been the one game that it was kind of the pleasure, the guilty pleasure. I like playing it, so I kept going, even though it wasn't doing well. Then all of a sudden, it was doing well. We were actually getting good support for it, too. So we got to see how today goes. Keep in mind, I haven't played this now in a week and a half, 2 weeks. And sadly, it looks like we have a slow start today. I do hope that it picks up and that things go well. We'll have to find out. Kamikaze and Rimorheal.
We're having a slow start. Hosky says he had a Melissa Etheridge cassette. He might have. I know my mom did. So there we go. Melissa Etheridge. That's a throwback. Corpo Yellow Bus Passenger says, I was putting gas this morning and broke my collarbone. It's been tough. What muscle were you working out? Corpo Yellow Bus Passenger. Damn. Big ups, Corpo Yellow Bus Passenger. Master Blaster says, Phil dresses like a pathetic divorced God. Phil dresses like a pathetic divorced dad that grocery shops 15 minutes before they close. So specific, but yet you get it. Those are the best, right? Very specific, but yet it still makes sense. Master Blaster, you've threaded that needle beautifully. Nice job there. I get it. I get it. And Matthew says he has passion for fast food, and that's why he can remember it so well. You're right. That's why he can remember it so beautifully. Okay, let's get to the recap here. Red Kelt said, are you still sick? No, I'm pretty much done. It's now up to me to get over it, I think. So I think I'm over it. A little more tired than usual, but that just could be normal life. You never know, right? But okay, let's get to the night stream. There is 8 more clips here. I'm not promising anything of high quality, but there's 8 more clips to show. So let's do it. Here we go. Night stream yesterday.
Yeah. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Just get it out of my inventory.
Oh, we already heard that one. 7 more.
Gaten, that's correct. He says you almost made more today in contributions than you did during the marathon on Friday.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. Here's why. Number one, what you guys don't realize is that what I make during a stream is not all that I make in a day.
Oh.
Okay? I make income on all of the Kick viewers that I have during a marathon.
Okay,
right?
That's $2. Go ahead.
Right? I make ad revenue. Not only...
Are you talking about on YouTube for your 6,000 views? Okay, so again, we have $8. Keep going.
Only on the entire marathon running all day, but then also on all the videos that I pump out. Okay?
Okay, so we're up to about $12. Go ahead. And none of the marathon videos have 1,000 views, by the way. So, okay, yep, we got $4 more. Keep going.
when I'm doing a giant marathon like that all day, my channel shows up in the algorithm while I'm streaming, and therefore it kicks videos to kicks people to other popular videos. So no lie, by me streaming that marathon all day Friday, I probably got a couple extra 1,000 views on the Resident Evil playthrough.
Okay.
So it works out, even though maybe directly I didn't get a whole bunch of stream contributions during the marathon on Friday. Overall, it helps the channel a ton doing those kind of events. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not always what you see on the front end. Okay, people just don't seem to understand that. But
that being said, it did suck, and I'm still pissed about it.
If you're simply talking about stream contributions, yeah, that would be a fair assessment. We're getting close, actually. I think maybe like 350 on the streams on Friday, or on the stream on Friday.
All right. Had in mind, everybody.
Okay. My income is not public. You're an idiot. You have no idea how much I make on the back end. So enjoy your ban.
Okay. I mean, the more you say...
Go ahead, try counting pennies and see if you can figure it out, stupid. Okay.
You could... Thanks for all the information, though, Philip, to make sure we get a better estimation. I mean, it's a really good move.
Darren, thank you for another $5. He says, I actually found you via the Asmongold convo, and you're a cool dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate that. Again, I was happy that Asmongold, a humongous streamer, gave me an honest chance to speak my mind and converse with him about the topics, like him watching these videos that pretty much put me completely out of context. It's an unfair assessment of me by just watching those videos.
He did not comment on any of that during the interview, though, but okay.
I think that me having the conversation with him opened a lot of eyes. It got me tons of subs. It got me a lot of support. And it's worked out very well for me, and I'm very happy that people are giving me a chance. Thank you so much, Darren.
Well, you definitely have more than 190 viewers then, right? Oh. So many of them have stuck around now because they see you in a different light, right? I mean, that's definitely happening. When you get a collab with the biggest creator, one of the biggest creators in streaming, I mean, that definitely would happen, right?
Our Australian Super Chat says, I started streaming last year on Twitch because of you. I can't really get a real job because of real world stress. Thank you, DSP. You're welcome. Listen, if I've ever inspired anyone to do anything, that's pretty amazing. I don't know how. I really don't. But, you know, like I said, when I started 18 years ago, I was doing this as a mess around hobby. I never intended for it to be anything more than that. And the fact that, you know, people who have watched me for 18 years have been inspired, have made content as a result, have really found ways to relax and unwind and enjoy my stuff at times of stress or, you know, bad times in their life, and they come and they share that with me is amazing. You know, I'm glad that I've had a positive impact on this planet. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for the support. That's about $3 American, because it's $5 Australian.
Very positive. You've inspired so many people, honestly. You know, when you think of streaming, you think of DSP Gaming. He's inspired the world. They're going to make a movie about him when he's done. Big Dog says, when I was stationed in Germany, Melissa Etheridge was in every bar. She was huge over there. Oh, it's interesting how some bands take off in different countries. I know just one example of this because I lived in Japan. Mr. Big is, you know, it's a band. They were a band from the 80s. They had I'm the One Who Wants to Be. That song was their biggest song in America. But they were massive in Japan. Like one of the biggest rock bands possible was in Japan, Mr. Big. And you could see their stuff everywhere. Just one of those weird things. Like they just blew up over there for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, they're got some good songs, and they're good musicians too. Johnny Rico says the dog puts yellow paint everywhere. Yeah. The dog is peeing everywhere. You got the yellow paint all over the place.
$5. Darren says, I like and respect the fact you never did the lolcow crap. You're not one. You have got me through some rough times. Well, thank you.
This is the guy that you can see. This guy's a LARPer now. I mean, come on.
Darren. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I could do it. I could have made money doing it, but I don't want to leave garbage on the internet that people watch. It's embarrassing to freaking humanity and content creation.
Yeah, definitely. Embarrassing to humanity.
I want to leave stuff that people can enjoy. And it's timeless. You know what I'm saying?
It's timeless.
Like, people could watch this RimWorld playthrough in 10 years. It'd be just as good as right now, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Not some drama crap. It's not has to do with current events and nonsense. It's just hanging out, chilling, enjoying each other's company, learning a game at face value. That's what I like about my playthroughs. So thank you again so much for the support.
The begging's going to last forever.
So it doesn't matter. People are saying, yeah, it doesn't matter who you have do it. All right.
Can you imagine? People 20 years from now finding this on YouTube. First of all, it won't be there. I'm sure there's going to be a limit on, like, if something doesn't get any views in a year, it's going to get deleted or something. I guarantee it. Because Pig Panther Games, Pig Panther Gamers, is for you. Three more clips.
Darren says your chat is nice compared to Wings. Well, first of all, Darren.
Oh, this is a Wings fan. This is such LARP. I don't know who would do this, but like they're just trying to get DSP to talk about Wings now. Go ahead.
Darren says your chat is nice compared to Wings. Well, first of all, Darren, actually we should address that, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You are in the YouTube chat. Okay? Wings of Redemption only streams in one place, just on YouTube.
Yeah.
So his entire chat is funneled to the one spot. I have two chats, okay? Oh, come on. How is it dirty cooking area? Oh, you know what it is? Because they cooked the meal when it was dirty. Great. Enemies, comrade, have a good night, man. YouTube, and I'm streaming on Kick right now. Okay? Because of that, the chats tend to be separated. Most of my longtime fans and viewers stay on the YouTube side because that's where I stream the longest. More of the newcomers and or the troll element go over to the Kick side, and I basically allow it. That way it kind of keeps all of that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? And there, oh crap, Maury wasn't doing any sculptures.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Use any of these blocks for it. Okay. And gets angry. That's why she's having a major break risk.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, because I have these two places I stream, basically most of the people who don't like me and actually are in my chats are on the Kick side.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. As long as they keep it there, and as long as it's not like awful stuff like doxing and shit and racist stuff, I let them say what they want for the most part. They sit there, they make fun of me, they say terrible things. It allows the YouTube audience, who are the longer time viewers and or fans, to mostly chill and interact and hang out and have a good time together and not be infected by that element. Now, I'm not saying it's immune. We do get these idiots with 20 sock accounts and stuff that show up and say dumb stuff. For the most part, as you can see, the YouTube chat is chill, 100%.
Oh, it's definitely chill. It's catatonic.
I think it works. When I used to just have everyone in the one chat, it was harder to maintain. So I do think that having the dual places works. I think it would work for Wings too, but I don't know why he hasn't jumped on the opportunity to stream on Kick. Kick wants to partner. Kick wants to get him in the partner program and wants to get him money for his streams. I don't know why he hasn't done it yet.
So, of course, someone doxes DSP's address in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
As he says that you can only dox on Kick, someone just put DSP's address in the YouTube chat.
With an Australian super chat says, is this a child-friendly channel? Just checking. Well, I don't play rated G games very often. Like, this game is very gory. I play violent games like horror games, fighting games. I would say no, it's not very child-friendly, only because I play all games. My commentary, I don't really go crazy with anymore. When I was younger, I definitely did. Today, I'm way more balanced and reasonable, as you can tell if you've been listening tonight. Yeah, I swore a few times, but nothing too major, nothing awful. I don't really do sexual commentary or anything like that. So in that regard, it's not really me, it's more the game selection, I would say, that would make it more adult-oriented. Or if I play fighting games, then I swear like a sailor. That's about the time that I would go crazy, okay? And then the Rexidev, thanks for the £2. I already answered the question, but I appreciate the £2.
Ferb says it's like wrestling went from PG-13 to PG.
Super chat. So between the three of you, it's about $3.
2 more clips, and we're out of here.
Trent says, do you think the game has earned a long-term spot in the rotation? Right now, it's working. Yeah. This has been a late-night stream that sometimes is chill, sometimes it's hectic, sometimes it's both. You never really know what's going to happen when I play RimWorld. I think that's part of the appeal. And this game has a cult following. So even though we don't get a ton of viewers, we almost always get a good amount of people to engage and support it when we play it. Tonight was kind of weird, I'll be honest. We had one person who came out of nowhere and did a $50 super chat, and then we had another person, Darren, who was a newcomer, and dropped a whole bunch of support as well.
So without them, it wouldn't be good?
So, this was a rare thing. If they hadn't been here tonight, I don't know how the stream would have done. But
wow. Just saying his audience, hey, they might not show up next time, so do not forget that, bitches. This week you had it easy. Next week, they might not be here, so keep that in mind.
But it still did well. So I'm not going to complain or anything. Just say, hey, it's pretty interesting that people are liking the game so much. So let's keep it going for now, right? Let's keep it rolling.
Last clip here.
There you go. No, Mold Brew Drinker, outside of those two people, a bunch of other people did support too, but I'm saying it was weird that two people who aren't regulars came by out of nowhere and did a lot of support tonight. That's good, but obviously you want to have that regular crowd also coming by to support it. So, you know, don't know how it would have went if it wasn't for those two. Shout out Lumix. I think you're on the wrong channel, Wings fan too.
Well, you're the one that comments on his videos,
I
sir.
have no problem with Lumix.
Yeah, you love
him.
him.
You can come here and say shout out Lumix all you want. I don't care.
Notice how he literally didn't do a single comment after Lumix called him out for that comment. Remember when Lumix said, like, maybe if I got more money, I could wear a vest? That was the last comment DSP ever left on a Lumix video. Was that after Lumix left that video? left that comment.
Okay.
Got him! Yeah, he pinned it. Yeah, he did pin it. Let's go live. 173 watching. Looks like things are going great over there. So things are going...
Upon pain and death, they demanded...
All right, that'll do it, my friends. Big ups for joining. Monday, another week begins. See you again tomorrow. I will be on Indrid's channel tonight for a puzzle-style game, so we'll see you tonight for that one. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do this whole thing over again. I promise it'll be better than today. You're all legends. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Bye.